Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Is this your vehicle right here?
This vehicle right here?
Yeah, is it yours?
It's my car, yes.
Oh, it is? Okay. Are you gay by chance?
Am I what?
Are you gay?
No, I'm not.
Because you parked in the, right there, I don't know if you saw, in the gay parking only.
Oh my God, I never noticed that.
You didn't see it when you pulled in?
No.
Yeah, because it's going to be
So what am I going to be fined for this?
I mean, unless you just tell me you're gay.
Why can't I move?
Because you've been parked here already, sir. Unless you just tell me and I'll just scratch it.
I'm gay.
Oh, you are gay? Okay. All right, perfect. So I'm going to have to ask you just like 3 simple questions so that I could prove that you're actually gay. Just real quick. On a scale 1 through 10, how gay are you? 1 through 10.
1.
1? Oh, that's not gay enough. Maybe like 9.
Okay.
Okay, you are 9? Okay, perfect. And then second question here. Could you give me your best gay voice to prove that you're actually gay?
I'm gay.
Okay. Perfect. And the next question here is, how many men have you slept with?
7.
7 men? Holy, you were really gay then, huh? Oh, okay. That's all, sir. You're good to go.
Are you going to tell me that there were certain parking just for gay people?
Yeah, it's part of the LGBTQ community. It's a new thing of San Francisco. Just to make sure to look out for those, all right?
Kind regards, masses. It's me, High Bike, and I am back with some more Hakuoki Chronicles of Wind and Blossom. Let me get some music going on because this is actually a Hakuoki drinking stream. So because of all the prompts we go through, I'd be drinking. But well, I mean, no, wait, hold on. Because of all the prompts, it'd be good to have background music because it's a lot, so it could take a while. But I will be drinking. We will be drinking. Well, I mean, anyone who also chooses to do the drinking game with me. But, anyways, the pre-stream song was Funky Jam by Gloria Tells, and this song was used in Hot Wheels Unleashed. I've never played that game, but this song was used in a funky video game playlist compilation video thing. And, yeah, I like it. Like, to be honest, it does kind of give, like, it kind of gives, like, more modern pop, like how a lot of modern pop songs sound nowadays, but, you know, there's nothing necessarily bad about that. Like, I can imagine it being, a backing track for, I don't know, or, like, yeah, the track for some modern pop artist or something, but I like it. It's nice and chill. It's just, and it's got a nice amount of funk to it, so, you know, I'm all about that. And then the pre-stream video is a gay parking sign prank by Not Alejandro. This guy does a lot of these things, and I think he actually has more full videos of, you know, or longer videos of him doing this prank. But I just love how serious, like, or like how, like, genuinely appalled the old guy is, you know, hearing that it's gay parking. And I like how there's, like, the questions to prove that he's gay. And I think, and the cherry on top is the fact that they're in San Francisco. Like, imagine if this were real. I wouldn't put it past San Francisco to make it real. You know, it's for the LGBTQ plus community. And somewhere in the near future, maybe. That'd be so funky. But yeah, how we doing today, Jacob and Rampart? What's up? I feel like the old guy was in on it, but who knows? Yeah, I don't know. Well, I think it's... I don't know. I feel like he was genuinely, like, distressed. So, like, he just, you know, he had to lie. He had to lie to get there. But yeah, I don't know. You never know. You never know if, like, sometimes these prank videos could be staged. But it's still pretty funny. Either way. But, yeah, how are you guys today? I'm pretty great. So, I got back from my parents' house, visiting them maybe about an hour ago. Hour-ish. But, yeah, like, I wanted to go visit them because next week, they're freaking going to Peru for, like, a whole week or something, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna hang out with them, you know, while Kyler's not here, and also while I'm off. It's my short weekend, too, so this is the best time. And, yeah, I know, they can visit Miku. Yeah, but, it sounds like they're gonna have a lot of fun. They're planning on... They showed me a video, I think it's called the Painted Valley or something, but it's really cool. Like, all these different colored mountains, like, they're from reds to oranges. I think it's because of the type of, rocks, or, like, yeah, the type of, like, I don't know, I'm not a geologist or anything, but it's something about the atmosphere, too. Like, it's pretty high up, but my mom and dad have been training by going for walks. So, but, yeah, I was supposed to, originally, my mom thought that they were gonna be flying off on Sunday, so I could take them to the airport bus terminal, no problem. But it turns out their flight's actually on Saturday, and both Dick and Bodhi are gonna be gone, so I don't really have a choice to, or I can't call off. But Kyler did offer to drive them, but my parents were like, oh, maybe we'll just drive our car there and then, like, leave it at the, you know, the specialized parking. So I don't know what the plan is, but, you know, they'll keep me posted. But it was nice hanging out. My mom barbecued some chicken and mushrooms, and it was really good. I'm so full. And she also got, for dessert, we had sticky rice with mango, like topped with coconut cream. It was really good. But my dad was showing me, hold on, let me make sure I'm not butchering the name. Cause it's this Terraformars. It's this anime that's like, my dad has Crunchyroll, so he was showing me that. But it's like, I watched the first episode, he was showing me it's about these some selected humans, and they're chosen to go to Mars to beat these super cockroaches. Like, they're super evolved cockroach humanoids. It's interesting. I like the premise so far, so I might start watching that one too. But yeah, and then I showed my dad the Steel Ball Run episode, because my dad loves Uma Musume, and like, he's seen some JoJo, like, you see me watch JoJo here and there. So I showed him the episode, and he was like, he totally agreed with the whole, oh my god, Netflix bullshit. Or, I mean, he agreed that it was bullshit that, you know, Netflix was withholding the dates of like, when the episodes come out, and he's like, why is it coming out in fall? Why isn't it out sooner? And I'm like, I don't know, man, fucking Netflix. But he liked it. He liked it a lot. He loved the scenes with Poco Loco. It's just so outlandish, what happens throughout the race. But yeah, I'm glad that he enjoyed that. And hey, Anthony, what's up? How are we doing today? Think you'd only visit your parents on holidays if you didn't live with your mom. Concept of just hanging with them is a world you'll never know. Yeah, like, I really like my parents. Like, they're cool. I think they raised me pretty decently, and like, I've grown up with them my whole life, so it's like, you know, just it is, I still have, you know, the weird, like, you know, it kind of feels weird that I'm not still staying with them, but, you know, it's a weird transition. But, you know, it is also nice that they only live like 10 minutes away from me, so it's not so bad. You're about to have a heart attack. Sounded like I was gonna say my dad showed me Terranigma. What's Terranigma? Wait a minute, is that a thing? Let's see, if the Painted Valley is full of different colored rocks, then the geological explanation is gonna be different for each rock layer. Yeah, probably. I don't remember, because like, the video they were showing me was just like a travel vlog, so I mean, they weren't geologists or anything, but I don't remember if they explained why the rocks are painted that way. Or, I mean, not painted, but you know, why they're all colored like that. But it looked really cool, so, you know, I'm happy for them. I'm glad that they're gonna have fun. But, yeah. Let me go open up the drinking game prompts so we can go over them. Okay. So, Terranigma is an obscure RPG on SNES. Oh. That's why, like, ain't no way, dog. Yeah, my dad would not know what that is. Like, he didn't own a Super Nintendo, so I highly doubt it. But yeah, my dad is dabbling in the animes. I told him that me and Kyler are watching Witch Hat, so he was stoked about that. I know, I was, like, low-key, I thought he was gonna pull a Terranigma Balls joke, but I'm like, this is Anthony, it's gotta be some actual thing. So, but yeah, anyways, this is gonna be a drinking game stream once again, so if you guys want to take part with an alcoholic beverage or a non-alcoholic beverage, I'll let you know when to drink. So let me just get that open. Alright, so, drink for every time Yukimura says "huh," every time Yukimura is useless, twice if she angsts about not being able to help more, every time we get a CG, any member of the Shinsengumi appears out of nowhere to save Yukimura in the nick of time. Okita casually mentions killing someone, twice if it's Yukimura. Someone completely fails to be fooled by Yukimura's cross-dressing. Someone mentions seppuku, twice if they're actually expressing the intention to commit seppuku. Yukimura cries, twice if it happens when someone else is obviously holding back tears. Saito or Yamazaki turns out to have been lurking unseen in the shadows. Anyone calls a previously unseen lurker out of the shadows because they could tell all along that a person was there. Yukimura serves tea. Yukimura sweeps. Hijikata and Kazuma face off. Saito and Amagiri face off. Haruda and Shiranui face off. Drink a whole bunch when the three above occur at the same time. When someone points out that not having to protect Yukimura would leave the Shinsengumi better off, but the Shinsengumi or any individual member thereof insists on continuing to do so anyway. When someone has an episode of fury bloodlust, when Kazuma calls any member of the Shinsengumi insects or dogs of the shogunate, Kazuma talks about the furies being fakes, Okita coughs, Okita says I can still fight, Hijikata says any form of that's in order, Haruda talks about how it's a man's duty to protect women and or children, Saito delivers a soliloquy about swords, Heisuke angst about being a monster, someone drinks Yukimoto's blood, Amagiri interrupts and stops a fight, you hear the phrase warrior spirit or bushi no tamashi, someone tells Yukimura any form of I leave insert whoever's route it is to you, Hijikata says nandato or what the hell, every time someone says seriously, sheesh, don't worry, for real, calm down, among, white, or thank you so much, every time I make a wrong choice and have to go back, every time a character dies, every time anyone is loud, 2 drinks if it's Nagakura, every time alcohol's involved, every time Kazuma insists Yukimura should be his waifu, every time Okita simps for Kondo, every time the date is announced, for every grammar or spelling error, and then for every time Sen tense her fingers. Now I know that there's so many drinking game prompts here for this game, but if you ever have any ideas to add to the list, please let me know and I'll consider adding them to the list. Oh yeah, I know, Anthony, I think it's been like, what, at least 4 to 5 years that we've known each other, so I think that's more than enough time. Damn, that's crazy though, huh? Time flies. But yeah, I know how you be. And let's see, looked up photos. The Painted Valley looks like Rainbow Valley here in California. You made a geological map of that on a college camping trip that got a B+ or something. Oh man. That is pretty cool. I do remember there's a Painted Valley, but I don't know if there's also one in like Arizona or Utah or something, but I totally forgot there's one here in California. But that is pretty cool. I don't know, you're the one who took the geology class, but I'm sure you have a better idea of why the rocks are like that, but it looks cool, doesn't it? I'm jelly. I would have loved to go there too. And apparently, like, you can ride alpacas to get to the rocks, and like the locals there, they walk with the llamas or the alpacas. It's pretty neat. But yeah. Before we start, so Tomodachi Life update. I unlocked an option where you can send your Miis to go traveling. fucking like Kyler's Mii, of course, fittingly, is crushing on my Mii, but my Mii has fucking stood him up twice. Like, what the fuck? What is up with that? I heard that if you send your Miis on travel tickets, it would help mend the relationships, but I didn't know, like, I thought you could choose a Mii and then choose who can go with them, but I gave the ticket to my Mii, and she automatically ended up having my eggplant Mii go with her, so they have them go take, like, poses with various pictures of things from Australia, so, or, well, they said Oceania, so I think it might include New Zealand, too. I don't know! Kyler getting NTR'd by the eggplant, I can't believe. Is the eggplant head you? It's not. Like, the reason, the only reason I made the eggplant character was because, well, okay, there's not an only reason, but you can do so much with these Miis. Like, you can paint on them. That's what the little eggplant emojis are on their cheeks. But you can also change the skin color, change the hair color to, like, whatever. Like, there's a wide range of things, of options for these Miis. And like, I was thinking eggplants because there's that one YouTube poop of that, like, it's like an Indian web animation, and it's like, tell me how did eggplant got its name? And then like someone edited it so it's like the only dialogue in the whole thing is vegetables, eggplant. I'm like, I gotta make an eggplant guy. But yeah, now they're dressed as sheep. And then this is a I was watching a video about this. It's like a reef along Australia's coast, and there's like it's like there's a whole stretch in the middle portion, the bottom middle portion of Australia that has like absolutely no cities or towns whatsoever, just because the habitat is like not it's not habitable enough for people to live in, because there's like the terrain is just very rough and like not really life sustainable. Like the only way water comes in for like the life there is just through like very, very short amounts of rain. Let's see. Oh, so the rocks. So they're all different colors, so it means there's going to be a different reason for each one. I could write an entire research paper on that, but we'll say the way all the rock layers are inclined means they all got deposited flat, and then the whole thing got tilted over millions of years. Okay, interesting. Matt Damon. Imagine I make a Matt Damon me. Yeah, let's see. So, Jacob, to update you on your character, you're good friends with me and Eggplant. And I made magic cake because you can. It's so cool. You can draw your own foods. You can design your own clothes. And this happened during a dream sequence where it's like you just kind of like put all these magic cakes and became the magic cake master. So it's like, you know, you're the little superhero, but then like some of the Miis walk by and don't even acknowledge you. It was silly. I was gonna post this on the Discord to show what Miis I have so far. I gave Banana a toga. It's one of, so there's like daily special outfits that go on for sale in the clothing store, and they had a toga, and I'm like, you know what? Banana looks so much like Jesus that I should just put them in the fucking toga. So there we go. If I make a me of you, make the me look like the dude. Got it, Chief. Yeah, because I do want to have like a High Biker Academy theme here too, but the fruits are, or the, you know, the food people are just like, you know, kind of just a little fun. Cause like someone came into the stream called Bananita something, and they're like, make a me of a banana, and I'm like, okay, I got you. Make sure the dude's house has a rug. Okay, I'm noting it. Looks like Eggplant contributed to the ingredients. I know, right? Like, I just chose green and purple as the colors because I was thinking green and purple, like, you know, that one song. But yeah, it looks very Eggplant themed. I swear that wasn't intentional. But I wanted to make magic cake. I just wanted to make some weird looking cake, and I remembered the magic cake from Earthbound, and I'm like, you know what? This is kind of what I envision it looking like, so... and so this is the peach emoji. That's I created this dress, but I thought you could edit like how long the dress is or choose to make it sleeveless, but you can't. So it's kind of like a jumper, like a very long jumper. But I don't know, because there are clothing items that go, you know, have a shorter hemline or whatever. Or, you know, they're shorter dresses. So I don't know if that's an option that I can make later on, but that's my first created outfit. If we can give accessories, give him a white Russian or a glass of milk and pretend it's a white Russian. Oh no, dude, like there is no filter. It's funny. Like I've seen because you can have Miis talk about things. I've seen them put like you could talk about boobs. I saw someone put, like, the N-word as nicknames you can give your Miis, and they'll say it. So, I'm pretty sure they're not gonna stop me from actually drawing a white Russian, so that's totally an option I can do. But noted. Anyways, we'll go ahead and go to the game. Let me just, turn off my music here, just rearrange my screens. Get everything set up. But yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with Tomodachi Life. So, I'm I'm thinking of starting with Yo-Yo first because there is a disproportionate amount of female Miis, and I feel like Miku's gonna drop in for a Tomodachi live stream at some point, so it's like maybe I should make her Mii while she's around. But yeah, I'm like, okay, Yo-Yo's just kind of there, and plus like her character in High Biker Academy is just so bizarre that it's like she should definitely go in first. So yeah, you saw someone on Twitter share a clip of them recreating the "oh, so you're approaching me." Isn't that funny? The Wacom version is just the demo of Tomodachi Life, so that's what we had before the official release. But yeah. Anyways, here we go. Last time on Hakuoki, I remember we infiltrated an inn that Ryoma was staying at because we wanted to get info from him, and it turns out Ryoma had a gun. But we did successfully escort him out. And also Ryoma gave Yukimura a kiss on the cheek, and then another time that he met up with her, he tried to give a kiss on the lips, but that didn't work out. Yukimura's like, no, it's a trap. But, yeah, that's what I'm remembering. Oh, also, Kazuma was like, I don't need permission to kidnap you. And Yukimura's like, no, you can't kidnap me. And then Shiranui butts in and is like, no, don't. She said she'll stay here, we'll just come back for another time. And then Kazuma's like, oh, fine. But yeah, that's what I remember. But yeah. Oh, while this is going, I have to share this. But Kyler was telling me about this dream he had earlier. Alright, so he had a dream that dinosaurs, you know, lived among us. And they could be put on holds at Peck. So, and yeah, like, the Peck was still there and Kyler was still working at the Peck and he was lead in the dream. And his supervisor called to tell him that a dinosaur was gonna, like a T-Rex was gonna be brought in to be put on a hold. And Kyler's like, we can't do that, there's clients here, the T-Rex is gonna eat everyone. And the supervisor's like, no, sorry, you're gonna have to deal with it, figure something out, we have to take this one. So Kyler's trying to convince, like, all the clients there to, like, you know, to leave or, like, you know, try to discharge to a hospital or something, but everyone's like, no, I'm too suicidal. So they all stayed. And then eventually the T-Rex came in, and it did eat all the clients, and then Kyler calls the supervisor up, and he's like, so the T-Rex ate everyone? And supervisor's like, yeah, you gotta deal with it. That's your problem now, buddy. But yeah, that was the dream, and like, Kyler woke up and he's like, oh, you should have had this dream. And I'm like laughing my ass off. I'm like, yeah, I should have had this dream. Can't imagine dinosaurs on meth. Bro, that'd be so crazy. Man. 30 minutes in, let's get into Hakuoki. I know. Yeah, my intro was long today, but it's okay. Yeah, it's like I gotta get all the talking out, cause like, while I can, cause it's like, you know, once we get into this game, it's all talking. But yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's in my throat, I gotta clear it. Okay, I think I'm good. That night, excuse me, I told Hijikata and the captains what Sakamoto had told me. Oh, that's right! For some reason, Ryoma knows where Kodo is, Yukimura's dad, so... But he's not gonna share much else. Yeah, can we really trust him?
ま、嘘を言う理由はねえだろうな。西国か。
Go west.
道理で見つからねえはずだ。
西国というだけでは手がかりとしては
Yeah,
少
it's
し
so
多い
vague.
ですね。雪村君、坂本からさらに情報を引き出すことはできますか？
You're about to say the game audio was too low, but I fixed it right as you were gonna type. Yeah, it's because the opening is so loud, so I have to have it turned down, but once we're past the opening, I turn it back up. Well, not really.
何も患者のような真似をしろと言っているのではありません。
Isn't that what I've been doing though?
坂本から頼りがあればできるだけ会うようにして、その際にそれとなく探りを入れてくれればいいのです。いいですね。
No. Technically, he was asking me, but Sanan's words possessed a sense of force behind them, as if he was obligating me to comply. I didn't think I could ever do something like extracting information from Sakamoto. However, I probably would be able to do something like today, where I'd get enough to satisfy everyone. Understood. Today, Sakamoto and I shared a secret. I couldn't say I didn't feel guilty about it. Still, I would be able to keep seeing him. For some reason, I couldn't help but feel giddy, ooh, and I left the common room after bowing to the men. We're not asking you to spy on him. Same energy as the Jedi telling Anakin to totally not spy on Palpatine, right? Just around the time I had my meeting with Sakamoto, the notice board hung by Sanjo Ohashi Bridge was vandalized. The Shinsengumi were ordered to guard it by the shogunate. Harada, who was guarding the notice board on the night of, had arrested the culprits. However, there supposedly was a woman who'd caused trouble for him. According to Harada, that person looked just like me, but thanks to the numerous men who'd vouched for me, corroborating the story that I'd been elsewhere, no one actually suspected me. But still, the thought of someone else out there who shared my appearance left me disturbed. I'm pretty sure we've met Kaoru at this point, so like, hello? You literally met the person. But I don't know, because we've passed through the scene so many times, I can't remember anymore. It was the year end of 1866. They didn't mention a month, so I wouldn't count it as a date drink. Actually, we can skip this. But will we be able to skip the next thing? Oh shit, chapter 4 already. It's March. Pretty sure you remember skipping through the Kaoru scene for this route. Okay. Yeah, I thought so too. March 1867. 6-7. Now we can drink. So that's our first drink of the night. I got an Angry Orchards, because there's way more Angry Orchards than the Cali Squeeze in our fridge. So I'm like, fuck it, I'll have an Angry Orchard. Oh! Look, Okita! The cherry blossoms are in full bloom! Look! No, skip that. We've seen this. Oh! Wait a minute. Hold on. Yeah, okay, no. Yeah. We right. This is... We did see him. With them. Yeah, no, we can skip this scene because we've seen this before. Highly doubt Ryoma's gonna butt in. Oh, we gotta skip past Okita coughing too. I've seen this scene before, and I'm pretty sure we've seen this too. Blah 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 blah. Oh, that's right. They break in. Yukimoto's gotta run. I think Kazuma and friends are there. Oh, CG drink. Look at that real quick. Okay. Blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. Yukimura got down. Miss Yukimura got down. Oh, that's right. Ito sees it. We must get rid of him. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Ah! Huh? Is it morning already? Huh, drink. Alright, no, skip past. Oh. There is a CG drink. I'll drink for that too. This is when they have the meeting. There's Miki, but he's probably not important in this route. Like all the other routes except for fucking... Fucking... Oh my god, what's his name? I already forgot his name. I'm skipping through the talking. Blah 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 blah. Oh my god, I can't remember the literal route we did before this. What the fuck? Hold on. I mean, the name of the guy. It's not Eva. Oh, I gotta choose something. However, even with all of my confusion, I was especially worried about... Damn, this is... You know what? Wait. I don't... Soma, these nuts! Soma. It was Soma, right? Thank you for... That's right, I literally made a Soma stream title. Okay, I forgot. Thank you for the subtle hint. Alright. I was especially worried about, the soldiers, I think? What about the feelings of those who were being left behind? Yeah, okay, I'm right. But have we seen this before? Have I seen this? What? Wait, what the heck? Okay, we have seen this before. Oh, I decided to ask... Ooh. Another question. Someone... Neutral. I think neutral. If I wanted a fair assessment, I needed to talk to a neutral party. Just kidding, that was wrong. I got a drink for that. It's supposed to be someone close to the people who are leaving. Let's see. That we'll drink. I don't know if I mistakenly chose that, so let me go through my guides here. Did I? Okay, yeah, we can skip that. Decided to talk to someone close to Heisuke and Saito. Blah blah blah. Of course, Nagakuro's so loud, but I'm just skipping, so we won't drink for that. So, thought Sakamoto would count as neutral, right? That's why I chose it too. It just made sense to me. But whatever. Like, keep going. Yeah, I think... Oh, that's right. Nomura and Soma. But they're not important now. They're not important in this route. Whoa! Wait, I saw Ryoma. Hold on. I saw the name. Okay. I'm gonna rewind up to here. There was no one left in the compound, and it looked so empty and quiet. I let out a sigh. There was no point in wallowing. I was sure that the captains had been feeling even worse about it than I did. Wait, about what? I wanted to improve my mood, so I took a deep breath when... What's he doing here? Excuse me. Huh? That voice. Could it be? Bro, he literally just said who he was. But there was no way he'd be here. Take a deep breath, deep breath. Just as I was thinking this.
Oi! そこの不審な男
You're sus!
ここがどこだか分かっているのか勝手に屯所に入ってくるな
Oh my god.
今の声はあいつにも
They're playing the goofy awe music too.
そのうち出てくるじゃ
Loud. Okay, I was like, what does that? Is he really loud? I guess he is loud. So I'll drink for that. Fuck it. Sakamoto! I caught sight of his long, flowy hair. It was him! But what was he doing here? As I recalled what had happened the last time he visited the compound, I began to panic.
雪村先輩知り合いなんですか
The tall, foreign-taught Chad Yoma God Kamoto. Woo! How are we doing today, Gryer? What's up? We are doing a drinking game stream, so if you'd like to take part with an alcoholic beverage or a non-alcoholic beverage, I'll let you know when to drink. Yeah, kind of.
一言じゃ表せんような深い仲よ Yeah
We're gonna be romancing the Chad Yoma. Stop saying things like that. You'll give off the wrong impression. Anyway, what are you doing here? Did you have business with the warriors?
いや、チックと今日に来る用事があったき。
How sweet of him.
言うてもここじゃ話せんき。外行って話そうや。
Whoa! He grabbed me by the arm and he tried to lead me outside of the compound. Wait, I can't! I can't go out by myself. However, Sakamoto paid my words no heed and he turned to face Soma.
こいつは借りていくぜよ。すぐに戻ると。
Damn, he's doing a better job at kidnapping than Kazuma. Chad.
ほんなら行くぜよ。
Wait, Sakamoto? I really can't. I couldn't resist him, and so he took me out of the Nishi Hongwanji temple. Yeah, come on, Yukimura, you weren't even trying. It's okay, we want this to happen. This is our romance route. Shortly after, I found myself taking a stroll through the town of Kyoto with him. Sakamoto, I think we should go back. I'll get in trouble later.
大丈夫やき。俺が後で
Oh,
怒られちゃう。
well, when you put it that way. You got a bunch of people scheduled tomorrow, but none of them confirmed today, so it's either gonna be great or terrible. Ugh. Well, either way, you know, good luck. I hope something, maybe at least something in the middle, right? That's no better at all. Ugh.
これから何か役に立つ情報を聞きたいたら、あいつらにうるそう言われんと済むがやろ。
Well, that may be true, but that's not enough of a reason for me to leave the compound without a word. Sakamoto laughed heartily, his whole body shaking.
おまんは浮かない顔しちゅうより、そうやって怒っちゅう方がええ。
I felt my heart pound at the mirth in his eyes. Being told that I look better when I'm angry doesn't make me happier. I turned red. I looked away, embarrassed.
まあ、そうか。おまんはどんな顔しちゅう時でも可愛いき。
This guy. Like I said, whenever I spent time with Sakamoto, I found myself drawn into his wit and candor. There was no way I could keep my composure. Eventually, we passed by a shop which caught Sakamoto's eye.
お、かんざしや。一つ紅茶のか。
Ooh. No.
遠慮する必要ないき。これら、おまんに似合いそうやけんど。
Ooh, I'm sensing a CG. Sakamoto reached for a beautiful glass bead, and he placed it gently in my hair.
ああ、
Okay,
や
never
っぱり
mind.
似合う。自分の見立ての良さに自分でも驚くにゃ。
His tendency to compliment me with his warm, charming voice never failed to make my heart skip a beat. Even if he bought it for me, I couldn't just bring it back into the compound. Sakamoto stared deeply into my eyes. And then... Woo! Looking cool, Yukimura!
ああ、そうか。年頃の娘に男の格好をさせて閉じ込めちょくらで。新選組の奴らもひどい真似するにゃ。
Excuse me. He returned the hairpin to its original place, and we continued walking.
のあ、どっか行きたいところはあるかい？せっかくやき、見たいところを片っ端から見て回ることにしようや。
No, Stop worrying about me. How about you? Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, stop worrying about me. How about you? Are you alright? I hear that many people are after you.
大丈夫やろ。俺はこれからの日本に必要な男やき。日本が俺を死なせたりせんろ。
You have no idea what you're saying. Ugh. Although I didn't agree totally with what he said, I was thinking about how he had survived back at the Terada Inn. It did really seem like he was born for something special, possessing an extraordinary streak of luck that made him seem invincible. Again, bold words for a guy who's dead by now in every other route. I think that happens later on, but you know, true. He dies either way. Like it's its canon event. Maybe Sakamoto was rubbing off on me. It felt quite strange to think about him like this. Wow. Thought it happened shortly after Ito died. Ito's not even dead yet. Yeah, so it's, I'm pretty sure that happens in the Edo Blossoms portion, so it's not even close. After doing some sightseeing in Kyoto, we made our way to the Kamo River for a break.
こういて川を眺める側も悪くないけど。やっ
Oh, that was such a long pause. Hold on. Let me play back.
こういて川を眺める側も悪くないけど。やっぱり俺は海の方がええにゃ。
Is he done yet? Is that the end of the line? Thought Edo Blossoms was when they set sail and put on the Western uniforms. Yes. So, it happens... Cause I think, cause like, they do put on the Western uniforms, like, not immediately at the beginning of Edo Blossoms, but that happens, and I do remember Ryoma gets killed off before Kondo does. But maybe it was Kyoto wins and I'm remembering wrong. Yeah, I don't know. Well, anyways. Have you ever lived near the ocean, Sakamoto?
ああ、土佐の生まれやき。ガキの頃は陸におるより海で泳ぎおった方が長かったぐらいやき。
That can't be true, right? I'd known that Sakamoto's hometown was in Tosa, but this seemed like an exaggeration. I heard you had siblings. What kind of people are they?
あように両親が亡くなったき。兄貴と姉貴が親代わりみたいなもんやった。三つ上に乙女ねえいう姉貴がおるがよ。
Oh, it's like an ultimate game.
読み書き、剣術。いろんなもんを教わったがよ。
Dang, I bet she's even more useful than Yukimura. I know, right? Like, really? Wow. Sakamoto told me more about his life in Tosa and his family. He looked as though he was truly enjoying it. I could feel how strongly he felt about them. But you've left your domain, right? If you love your hometown that much, doesn't it hurt you to not return? As Sakamoto glanced at me, through his gaze, I could see the conflict resting in his heart. Okay, no, you can't just have a sentence end like that. As Sakamoto glanced at me, that's a grammar error. Oh, that's none of my business. I'm sorry. He quietly shifted his gaze towards the flow of the river.
父さんのことが嫌いなわけやないけんど、あそこにはつまらんしきたりが山ほどあるき。
Rules? Then he moved his line of sight towards the sky, as if looking at some far-off place.
俺は豪士の生まれながよ。土佐の侍には上司と豪士という二つの身分がある。豪士に生まれたら旅は派遣し、雨がザーザー降りよっても下駄を派遣。
Kinda sounded like he said
夏
Zaza.
の暑い日でも日傘もさせ。
Why do they do that?
先祖が関ヶ原の戦いの時、徳川方の敵やったというだけよ。
Yeah, like the Zaza. The Za.
260年も昔の。
I know we didn't actually say Zaza, but to me it sounded like he said it
この
somewhere in
先
there.
ずっと見下され続けんといかんがやと。
Man, that sucks. That's rough, buddy. You have a point. I could only nod in response. Of course, if you challenge someone to war and lose, you're going to be punished accordingly, but after 260 years, where was the line drawn? Why continue to make people suffer? Was it really worth it to make descendants of your enemies, people who were decades removed from being involved, suffer forever? I think in the past, You said something like neither a Mori shogunate nor Shimazu shogunate could replace the Tokugawa. You totally missed the Zaza. Yeah. Well, it was like a long bit of words, so it's like, or like long dialogue. Long line. But it did kind of sound like it's somewhere in there. Then what kind of world are you striving for, Sakamoto? He gazed into my eyes, expression serious and sincere.
肝心な時に役に立たん侍連中が威張り腐っちゅう世の中
Ryoma Zazamoto,
帰る
I gulped. It was customary for samurai of the shogunate's clan, or the Hatamoto, to govern the country. There was no way people unfamiliar with the system could easily assume those positions. But Sakamoto spoke as if it could be easily done.
おかしいと思わんかい本人がどれば無能でも家に生まれただけで出世が約束されるらて海の向こうのアメリカ地国では能力があるやつを入れて殿様にするらしいぜよ
Lord of their country. Choose? Who chooses?
武士や百姓、町人全員が一つずつ札を持っちょって殿様にしたいやつの名前
It's so weird hearing him refer to the president as the Lord. But you know, I guess it's a good way to make sense of it to someone who's just been stuck in Japan.
話し合いでいろんなことを
Closed off Japan. Wait until Sakamoto finds out about slavery. Oh boy. All that he said was so different from Japan. I stood in shock hearing all of the things he described. Could you really do such a thing? In Japan?
できる西洋人じゃろうが日本人じゃろうが頭の中身は一緒やち前に言うたろ
But Japan has its own way of doing things, like the shogunate, imperial court, feudal lords. I think it's good that they work as a group to make decisions and discuss issues, but could something like that really happen here? I don't know. However, Sakamoto seemed nonplussed about my question, and he responded with confidence.
できんことはないきペルリが来た時と同じことをしてやればええがよ
Which meant using the black ships, using weapons, and threats to force people to listen?
幕府やちバカやない薩長が自分たちと同じかそれ以上の力を持っちゅうと分かれば無下にはできんの武器言う側は戦をするための道具やのうて相手と交渉するための道具ながよ俺は別に戦を仕掛けたいわけやない幕府と将軍言う側をなくいてみんなが公平な新しい世の中を作りたいだけながよ
I didn't know how to respond, and I looked down. Weird to you that we call it Japan, but they call it Nippon. Yeah. Yeah, I know there was like a reason why we call it Japan, or like where it came from, but I don't remember what that was. Sakamoto sounding like Big Boss. I know, huh? Excuse me. Yeah, where's his eye patch? I see him with an eye patch. Sakamoto had claimed that he didn't want to start a war, but depending on how the shogunate responds to his actions, a war could just as easily erupt. But even if what Sakamoto aspired for bore fruit, could we really create a world without a shogunate? Or even samurai? Whoa. Just then. What the fuck? No! Oh my god, is Kaoru actually gonna be relevant in this route? Holy shit. Why are you hanging out with Kaoru, huh? Kaoru? You're Sakamoto's acquaintance? Wait a minute.
ま、出身が同じっちゅうだけで
Kaoru jump scare. Yeah. Oh my god. I feel so threatened now.
ちょっとしたなどと
That's
残念です。
That's sus.
Seriously?
Sakamoto's dismissal of Kaoru made me feel uneasy. How could they be connected?
No,
I
nigga.
know, you're right. Yeah,
No.
yeah. Let the Kendrick play
No.
out. Eh.
No! No! Nigga.
It was really none of my business, but
友情剣道色
a
っぽい関係
detective? What?
なんちゅうか目付け役みたいなもんよ。
I see. His reassurance made me feel a little more at ease. But I didn't know why I felt that way at all.
しかしこうい
Yeah, no shit.
二人はよう似ちゅうにゃ。いろんな意味で。
Really? No. No! I don't see the resemblance! Okita had said something similar before as well. Do Kaoru and I really look alike? Like, why is this even a question? She more of an Akachi than a Naoto. Oh yeah, that's for sure.
相変わらず坂本さんはお上手ですね。調子がいいことばかりおっしゃるんですから。でも雪村さん、気をつけた方がいいですよ。坂本さんは海の男ですから。あちこちの港にいい人がいると聞きますし、祇園の女性からもとても
Don't wanna
表になる
catch
評判
anything,
ですも
huh?
の。
Oh, really?
おいおい、変なこと吹き込みなや。
I don't know. I don't know. Yukimura, I suggest you be careful. Sakamoto is a seaman. Oh, no. Ah.
それに加害の女は世辞を言うのが仕事みたいなもんじゃろう。
表になるのは
Whoa!
じゃないですよね。
Whoa, okay. Is that so? Ooh, okay. Well, I don't mind it. You can swing both ways. We're really going there, huh?
方々ともとても好意にしてらっしゃいますし、
Dog.
特に無頼だと評判の長州の
Who's Takasugi? Hold on, I want the tea. A Choshu warrior who belonged to the National Imperialist Party, he established new troops such as the Kiheitai. It's Shinsaku Takasugi. Okay.
新選組にお世話になってらっしゃる雪村さんには耐え難いのではないかしら。
俺が長州のやつらと付き合いいうことら、こいつは百も承知よ。今さら言われても驚かんき。
Oh, sorry, I didn't see your comment about the decent female voice. That is true. Kaoru's very good at that. But, well, yes.
そういえば先日、紀州藩に難癖をつけ
Yeah, like it definitely fooled me the first time.
紀州徳川家の方々が大層お冠だったと聞
Yeah.
きますよ。
Everybody hates Ryola. One of the 3 big Tokugawa clans?
ちょっとした船の事故で、難癖じゃなくて迷惑料を受け取っただけよ。万国広報にのっとってのことよ。
噂だと土佐藩を通じて幕府に建白書をお出しになったのも坂本様なんですよね。あの慶喜公に将軍をお辞めになった
Sakamoto, why are you even hanging with Kaoru who's just stirring shit?
進言なさ
Right?
ったとか。
That's his specialty.
おかげで幕府の方々から大層にら
Oh,
われている
a long drink.
肝が太くていらっしゃいますこと。
さすがお目付け役。いろんなことをよう調べちゅう。
If Sakamoto wasn't denying Kaoru's words, then was everything she said true? I never really thought about it until now, but was Sakamoto really the illustrious man that I thought he was? Whoa! Get away from me! Eventually, Kaoru asked a hushed question.
こんな坂本さんのことどう思います？
Well, if we're romancing him, obviously I have to go with that first option. Five Nights at Kaoru's. That'd be the scariest one yet. Yeah, I think he's a good person deep down. Let's see.
いい人？
You surprised? Yes, his attitude and speech may be gruff, but he always looks out for me, and he cheers me up. He's a bold man, so sometimes he can get off on the wrong foot with people. But I think he's a good person. As I told her how I felt, Kaoru sighed heavily, and she was annoyed by my response.
まったくもう
Get off on the wrong foot, you say. Did I choose the right
騙さ
thing?
れてますよ。
Yeah, okay, of course I did. It wouldn't make sense for us to say I don't know if we're romancing him. Yeah, okay, there we go.
見る目があるちいうことやろ。どうせやったらええ人やのうてええ男ち言うてほしかったけんど。
Oh, yeah.
それでは雪村さん、私たちはこれで失礼させていただきます。
Oh, alright. Goodbye.
西本願寺まで送り届けちゃりたいけんど、そうさせてもくれんみたいやね。
Then Sakamoto shouted.
おい、どうせ近くで
Wait,
誰
what?
かが見張りゆうがやろ。
Oh, hold on, that's a prompt, right?
後のことは頼んだぜよ。
Right? It's like, where is it? Where's that drink? Prompt. Anyone calls a previously unseen lurker out of the shadows because you could tell how long a person was there. Oh my god, Yamazaki! Of course. Okay, that's two drinks because the Yamazaki lurking unseen in the shadows is another drink. So. Oh yeah, we're definitely getting info from this. In response, there was a rustle from behind the embankment. Yamazaki popped his head up.
ほんならまたね。
Bro, of course it's
次に会え
Yamazaki.
るがはいつかわからんけんど、元気にしちょれよ。
Oh, yes, thank you. Wow, everyone's getting so close to her today. I nodded, and suddenly Sakamoto placed his arm around my neck. Hey, what are you doing? Sakamoto! I panicked, pushing his arm away from me. Yeah, no, we know that. He motioned towards Kaoru with his chin. Bad touch, bad touch! Not really stranger danger, but still. And then...
それからこの先、たとえ幕府がどうなっても恨むなよ。
You mean... I wanted to ask him to clarify what he'd meant by that. But Sakamoto took Kaoru away, and they left the Kamo River behind. What did he mean? Did it mean that war would come soon?
雪村君、そろそろ豚舎に戻るぞ。雪村君
Oh, sorry. I seem to have been caught in a daze.
体調でも悪いのか。少し休んでからの方がいいか。
No, I'm fine. Let's head back to the compound.
そうか。では行くぞ。
My heart was heavy with worry, and the ache lingered. What did Sakamoto mean by this? It wasn't something I could tell others, much less the warriors, though. I spent the next few days in a deep reflection, and it was difficult to shake my concerns. Oh, you know, so while I was watching Steel Ball Run with my dad, I realized, because I don't remember if this was in the manga, but like when Diego's doing the, you know, his horse is swerving to the right, swerving to the left, There was when Dio was doing that little fight, the little duel. Like I think it was like it's the very beginning of Phantom Blood. I think I remember him, doing like a little swervy thing like that too. So I wonder if that was supposed to be a callback. I have to go back and check. But let's see, beginning of June 1867. So that's a date drink. 3 months had passed since Ito had left the Shinsengumi, taking his men and others with him. Late one evening, I laid awake in my futon at an hour where I should have been asleep. I tossed and turned in my bed. My mind was wide awake. I wasn't falling asleep anytime soon. Was it because I trained earlier that day? So, when Dio was doing, like, the fights with, like, with all the other, with all the boys in Phantom Blood, like, this was before everything got, bizarre and stuff, before he was starting to transpire against the Joestars. Like, I think it was boxing. Like, they're doing the little fight. Like, I think he was either fighting Jonathan or it's like we witnessed him doing the fight, but he was, like, kind of going, like, it's like he would move to the right, then he'd move to the left. But I have to double check. Maybe I'm imagining things, but excuse me, I could have sworn that was a thing. I needed to get to sleep soon, or I'd oversleep in the morning. I should just try to fall asleep. As I forced my eyes shut for the 1000th time, I heard someone calling out for me.
Yukimura, まだ起きてるか?
Oh, I wonder if he's gonna ask about Sakamoto, so I'll just keep going with this. The voice outside belonged to Hijikata. I scrambled to my feet. Yes, what is it?
お前に来客だ.
A visitor, huh?
広間まで来て。
A visitor? Who would come to visit me? Especially at such a late hour. I stood, puzzled, but I rushed to get dressed and shuffled towards the common room. Oh wait, is this where Sen walks in? Hold on. Let's see, I slid open the door and walked in, and I was surprised at what I saw. Oh, it's Kondo? Oh, that's fine, but... Is this the Sen moment? Oh. I think I remember this, but I want to make sure. What? Really? I'm so sorry,
Soji, くだらねえ冗談はやめろ.
Huh? It was a joke? Bruh. The hall drink. Don't worry, the don't worry drink too, damn.
よく来てくれましたね。そちらに座ってください。
Yes. Even Samnan was here. Seeing all the captains of the Shinsengumi gathered, I shook with nerves. I went to sit down in the corner, but when I locked eyes with the person sitting in front of me, my eyes grew wide. Reason being, the person who was sitting was... Yeah, okay, no, we know about this. I have not seen American Pie. Alright. Sorry, Sen, we're gonna skip the second Sen spotting. No, okay, we've seen this before. And then she's gonna ask us, do you like anyone? You know what? Okay. Because we're seeing her tent her fingers for so long, I'll drink for that. She's just there. Oh, okay, no, I skipped past that one. So you watched American Pie for the first time in a while and was like, you gotta see this with the crew? Okay, I'll add it before I forget then. Yeah, let me add it just while we're here. Like, I know the song American Pie, and I don't remember if it was used in the movie or if it was just named after the movie. Like, I forgot, but yeah, okay. I think my coworkers were talking about American Pie at some point too. You have a dumb story about that movie. Do tell. Okay, so I got it added just for future reference. Let's see. Okay, oh, we can just keep skipping.
So,
Bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Good old boys drinking whiskey and rye, singing this will be the day that I die. This will be the day that I die. Okay.
どこも
Yeah, and then she's gonna ask me the thing. Hi, Sen. Hold on, she's doing the 10 fingers. I can see you doing it off screen. We'll drink for that just because she's... Yeah, she's just stuck there. Ask me your thing. What should I tell her? Yes. It's obviously yes. Right? Hold on. Is it yes? We say yes, right? There is, actually. But he's not here. Oh, fuck! This is the one time we say no. Hold on. Wait. Damn it, because I remember... I think I do remember choosing no, but it was wrong. Because I think it was for Iba. Because he wasn't really in the Shinsengumi. So, I'll reload. We'll rewind. Actually, am I allowed to rewind? Like... Oh, yeah, see, she was asking about someone in the Shinsengumi. But that's so weird, though, because I distinctly remember, for Iba's route, I chose no, because he's not actually Shinsengumi, and yet, here we are. But, yeah, anyways, I'll drink for that. Erase and rewind. It's a good song. I just don't remember the lyrics. So we've never said no before. Also, hold on, I gotta let Chowder back in. He's out pooping. Excuse me. Man, so like last night, like after Smiling Friends, when I was taking my little nap, I had Chowder go outside so he can poop, right? Then I had the Tomodachi live stream. And then when I go out to the living room, I saw that Chowder fucking pooped. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, he was out for at least an hour or more. So I kept him outside for a little longer. So hopefully he doesn't fucking poop in the house again. But yeah, let's see. So your parents were telling you about American Pie and the deal with the band camp girl and wanted to watch it, but like days later, one of them said, you just want to watch it because of her. Ooh. Got embarrassed and just said, okay, I actually don't want to see it. Oh my god. That's funny. But yeah, now you can watch it. Unless you did already watch it. Are you asking me? Because, dog, I literally said a while back I did not, or like, you know, when Anthony asked, I said I did not see it, and that's why I was adding it to the wheel. No, it's not that. I'm confused. You spaced? Ah, right. All this time, I thought I was human. My ability to heal had been a little strange, perhaps. Wait, will we see all 4 movies if it wins? There's 4 movies? I thought it was 1 movie. I didn't know there was a whole series. Okay, so yeah, you know more than I do. Okay, yeah, we both... What are you barking at, dog? The fuck? So... Okay, and you haven't seen it, alright. So yeah, I'll add at least the first one, but like... I guess my question really is... Are 2 and up worth watching? Because it really comes down to that. Because, you know, not all sequels are good, but if it's really that necessary, then maybe. So there's American Pie 2, American Wedding, and American Reunion. How recent is American Reunion? Like, I'm curious, because, like, with all the fucking, like, reboot, or like, oh, let's bring this movie back and make a new sequel after years. All 4 are fun. Okay, sure. I'll make sure to distinguish that, or like note that in my my wheel. All 4 movies. Okay. 2012 was Reunion. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's especially worse nowadays because it's like, I mean, not worse, but it's like, oh yeah, let's bring back these movies and make this sequel. And, you know, I'm sure maybe some of them were actually good. I can't remember because I don't know, but I I haven't really seen a lot of movies, so it's like with these sequels that come out, I'm like, I don't need to see it. Excuse me. But like, oh, the Freaky Friday one that they came out with, I haven't seen that one. But I loved, both Freaky... Oh, no, wait, hold on. No, it was... Sorry, I was thinking The Parent Trap, but I've seen the original Freaky Friday with, Lindsay Lohan. Kinda dislike it when a poll option takes up too many watch-along days, though. Yeah, I feel it. Because, you know, it's like we want to watch other stuff, too. Made sense for reunion because the first they're in high school in 1999, reunion, they go to the high school reunion as older people. That does make sense. Also, hold on. Maybe I should make the 6 face cam a little shorter. Or the first 6 one. Okay. Yeah, well, I don't know. Well, I will still have all 4 of them into consideration. Also, oh, hold on. Sorry, I had to sneeze. We are currently tied with From Dusk Till Dawn, Tropic Thunder, and Phantom Quest Corp. So if anyone else here is watching that hasn't already voted and you're in my server, please consider voting to break the tiebreaker. Or else I'll make Kyler vote. Because he will be here for the weekend. But yeah. Jacob will see the Bandcamp girl 4 times. Ooh la la. That is a good point. Let's see. My ability to heal had been a little strange, perhaps. But I never thought it meant I wasn't human. Are Phantom Quest Corp episodes 30 minutes or 60 minutes? 30 minutes probably, because, you know, it's an anime, so they would typically be 30, but I thought it was an OVA. Now I have to check. Now I have to check, hold on. Oh, it's a film series. Oh, okay, 4 episode OVA. Hold on, so now I have to check. Maybe it's not 30 minutes. Each episode is... hello? Tell me. Yeah, right? 4 episode OVA could be anything. Yes, 4 episodes, but how long are the episodes? Wikipedia, goddammit. Ugh, let me see the... Oh. It just lists the list of episodes. I don't know how long they are. Let me see. Oh! Let's see. 1 through 4 Japanese audio. There's a compilation on YouTube and they all are like less than 2 hours together. Okay. Yeah, that's not bad. It looks cool too. This is definitely something that I would be interested in watching. Wait a minute. Did I add Phantom Quest Corp? Because I think I watched a YouTube short and I'm like, that sounds like fun to watch. So I think maybe I was the one who added that. I can't remember though. But yeah, no, it doesn't seem so bad. But I never thought it meant I wasn't human. I had never allowed myself to even think of such a possibility.
気持ちはわかるけど、もう時間がないの。それに目をそらしても、あなたが鬼だっていう事実は変えられないわ。
True. But this is all so sudden. You're saying I'm the only survivor of a demon clan? It's all a bit much for me to process.
わからないか?
For a moment, she looked suddenly lonely. She's tensing her fingers. It's a drink.
でも、どうしても嫌だって言うなら、無理強いはできないわよね。
Damn, what if she does go though? I'm sorry. It's not that I don't trust you or anything, son. May I have some time to think? I wanted to find my father and ask him if what she had told me was the truth. Maybe then I could bring myself to accept the fact that I am a demon. Think, Yukimura, think! Damn, yeah, I know. Imagine if Sen beats the shit out of Yukimura. I know she could do it. God, that one moment where Sen got angry as fuck was kind of scary, actually. Cause like we had never seen her angry up to that point. Thank you for waiting.
どうだった? 結論は出たかな?
Oh wait, wish you'd clipped Engi Sen. I feel like you did, but maybe I just like clipped it myself. I mean, recorded it for Instagram. Before I could speak, Sen stepped forward.
はい。彼女のことをこれまで通り
Yeah, okay, I don't think what we
よろしくお願いします。
said has anything to do with, like, this part of the scene, so we can just skip. Because it's all the same from here. It's just like, what is your opinion, Yukimura? Once again, sleep refused to come. My mind worked furiously, turning over everything Sen had told me, examining it from every angle. I think everyone could beat the shit out of Yukimura. Very true, actually. I was a demon. Except late stage TB Okita? I don't know, because even when he was late stage, like, the moments where he still, you know, beat the shit out of, like... Or, okay. Because I don't know if it's like this in Hijikata's route, but in the anime, right? Where he, you know, he has his one final scene and then he fucking dies. Because I don't think he took the water of life at that point. Past me did clip you. Or, I mean, past you did clip the thing. You should trust in past you. Very true, yes. Yes, okay, so you did get it. Excuse me. No, but yeah, I don't know. I still think late stage TB Okita could still beat the shit out of Yukimura. Not only that, but I was the head of a pure-blooded demon clan that was nearly destroyed. My heritage was the reason for Kazuma's continued interest. They ended that previous sentence with a comma, so I'm gonna drink for that grammar error. I decided to stay with the Shinsengumi. Was that really for the best? Should I have left instead? I wanted to stay, of course, as these thoughts were running wild in my head. Uh-oh. Hold on, let me see. I want to make sure Chowder's not barking because he wants to go outside again. I don't want him pooping in here. Chowder? There we go. Yeah, he loves barking at the front door. I don't know why. I don't know if he's sensing any cats that happen to be, like, passing by or something. Like, I don't understand. A sudden sound from outside made me jump. That sound! Could it be? I think this is when Kazuma's invading. To make sure. I heard Shimada from the hallway. Yes? The door snapped open as Shimada stepped in. His eyes darted back and forth, his body tense. Has something happened? Okay. Yeah, okay, well, we can skip. Sorry. I didn't know what to do. Leave, I guess? Right? Are we supposed to leave? Oh, sorry, Nagakura, we're riding over your Edo Blossoms routes. Or saves. What about the demon attack on the Wookiees? Leave the compound, I think that's what we gotta do. They're after me. If I leave the compound... Let's make sure that's right. I think that was right. I think? Yeah? Then I won't cause any more trouble for everyone. If they find out that I'm not here anymore, they may leave. Wait, we've seen this before. But I just want to make sure those were the only options, because the guide I'm using kind of has different translations. Yeah, it says go outside, so I think that's what... I think that's right. We'll just skip. Actually, hold on. So, really quick, let me check the warrior record. What's our status with, Ryoma? Full bloom, perfect. We're on the right track already. But yeah, just skip. Ah! Ah! Oh! What should I do? Yeah, okay, I remember this happening. I'm going to wait, I think. Stay quiet. The more resistance I put up, the more the Shinsengumi would suffer. No, I'm supposed to scream. Hold on. Let me see. I think... Yeah, we've... Okay, let me go back and drink reload. So we've had the screaming option before. Amagiri was courteous enough.
No.
Yeah, that's right, Heisuke comes to the rescue.
No. What? Oh.
You know, hold on. Nah, I'm just kidding. Keep going. A whistle? What was that? Oh, that's right! Heisuke left with the Guardians at this point. Okay, and then he's gone again. The following day... Good morning, everyone.
ああ、おはよう、雪村君。
Wait, I don't have
ゆ
to
うべは
watch
よ
it.
く眠っ
Yeah, I don't think this is gonna do anything, have anything to do with
ゆき
Ryoma.
いや、いい。さ、
Yeah, Ito's still alive. Yeah, see, it happens way later. Or not like way later as in like Edo Blossoms later, but it's still later than the point where we were at, like, especially back when Kaoru, like, we first see Kaoru with Sakamoto. Like, definitely at that point he was still alive. August 1867. It's a date drink, and we could skip.
ゆ、
Hmm? Hold up. I feel like this is... Hold on, hold on. Go back. Go back. I feel like maybe... I wonder if Sakamoto's the person in question doing the... Kidnap? It looks like he's trying to kidnap us. Let's see. It was always quiet and empty at night. During the days of our previous headquarters, I would often see Heisuke and Saito training in and around the dojo. Obviously, since coming here, I've been unable to see them train with their wooden swords. Excuse me. To make matters worse, Okita had been feeling even more ill as of late, so it was a rare occurrence to see him in the dojo. I knew that it couldn't be helped, but it was still saddening to never see people whom I'd become accustomed to seeing daily. Just then, I thought I'd heard something behind me and whirled around. Is someone here? As far as I knew, Nagakura and Haruda should have been drinking on their night off. Oh, alcohol mentioned drink. Was someone breaking in? Suddenly, someone came up from behind, hugging me with his arms and pinning me down. Oh. Ah! Who? I tried screaming, but whoever it was covered my mouth with his hand, so I couldn't call for help. What was going on? How could a burglar have broken into the Shinsengumi compound? Don't know if I've seen the vid, but Nixon... sounds like someone's breaking in! I don't think I've seen the vid, I'm not sure.
声を出しなや。下手に騒がれて他の連中が駆けつけてくると
Is that
面倒な
Ryoma?
ことになるき。
That voice. He loosened his grip once I stopped struggling. It is him! Sakamoto! What are you doing here?
ちょっと訳ありでにゃ。
Something to take care of, huh?
探し物をしに来たがやけんど、ここずいぶん広いにゃ。どこに何があるかさっぱりわからんぜよ。
What were you looking for?
今度か土方を呼んできてくれるのか。他の連中じゃ話になるき。
The two of them are still out of the compound, and they haven't returned yet. I told him everything I knew, and Sakamoto furrowed his brows out of clear frustration. If you remember correctly, it's a COD side game with zombies, and in a cutscene, Nixon overdramatically says that line. I don't think I've seen it. Unless someone's used it in memes and I'm just not remembering, but yeah, I don't know. Why are you acting so reckless? If other warriors would have found you, you would have been in so much trouble. Sakamoto was catching criticism lately for selling weapons to both the Satsuma and the Choshu. For the shogunate in Shinsengumi, his affiliation branded him as an enemy. For him to physically come into the Shinsengumi compound must mean that what he wanted to discuss was of the utmost importance.
探し物中だろ。新選組についての妙な噂を小耳に挟んだきよ。
Suspicious rumors? Man, there's so many rumor mentions. What is this, Persona 2? Sakamoto was locked in contemplation, but then he peeked up and answered.
どうせおまんは聞かされてないろ。羅刹とかいう化け物。
Where'd you hear about that? What? How do you know about them, Sakamoto? No, Yukimura, goddammit. Upon seeing my reaction, Sakamoto looked at me with shock, but eventually he gathered himself.
なんぜおまんも知っちょったがかい。まあ。
Okay, yeah, see, Ryoma definitely knows a lot more than he's letting on.
なら話が早い。あの羅刹いうがは一体何中で答え。
Sakamoto wasn't acting like his usual playful self. He glared at me with clear hostility. What was going on here? How could Sakamoto have learned about the Furies?
女相手に手荒な真似はしておね。素直に答えてくれ。
I couldn't tell him. Even though it was Sakamoto, I couldn't reveal the truths about the Furies or the Water of Life. I don't know. I don't know anything. I couldn't take the pressure. I tried to make a run for it.
待て!
He grabbed my shoulders to stop me. Terrible lying. She is so shit at this, right? Just then.
やれやれ。我々も随分舐められたものですね。
Is that Sanan? Ooh, okay, that's the perfect person for him to run into.
新選組屯所に入り込んだ患者の末路がどうなったか知らぬ君ではないと思いますが。
For once, I'm actually happy that Sanan shows up. What? Sakamoto squinted upon hearing this voice as it interrupted us from the doorway. Before Sakamoto could react... Oh, this counts as a Shinsengumi saving Yukimoto the nick of time drink. Before Sakamoto could react... Ah! Sanan had appeared, roughly grabbing my arm and pulling me towards him. He adjusted his stance defensively to protect me from Sakamoto. Sanan! I called Sanan's name to stop him, but... His gaze never left Sakamoto.
君は先ほど羅刹について知りたいと言っていましたね。そんなに知りたければ教えてあげますよ。身をもってね。
His smirk was filled with confidence. In an instant, his hair flashed and became a ghostly white, and his pupils turned deep crimson. It's a white drink. Sakamoto didn't even flinch, carefully watching the situation. That's not a normal reaction to a Fury. Huh. At least as someone who wouldn't know what a Fury is. I think Sakamoto's seen Furies before. Oh. I wondered what Sanan was thinking. Was he going to...
下がっていなさいというのが聞こえないのですか?
He raised his voice and I stepped back. Then Sanan raised his hands, both empty.
どうぞ。どこからでもかかってきてください。
Sakamoto's expression was dubious. Gun. Right, yes, gun! He whipped out his western pistol from under his kimono, and he pointed it towards Sanan. Then, Sanan really said, "Come at me, bro," right? Sanan! Oh shit. Before Sakamoto could pull the trigger, Sanan launched himself forward, flying towards Sakamoto like a rabid wolf. Humans were incapable of jumping with such power. It was an awe-inspiring display. Sakamoto shot his pistol as a reflex. Then, in the span of a moment, it looked as though Sanan's shadow flickered in the darkness. Oh yeah, it kind of looked like they did a little effect of this portrait. Then... Oh yeah, okay, they are kind of delaying the... They're having some after image there. The bullet hit the wall behind Sanan. Smoke curled up from the fresh hole in the wall. In the blink of an eye, Sanan had seen the path of the bullet, and he somehow was able to move out of its way. Cold sweat dripped from Sakamoto's face. His face was frozen in shock. Then, Sanan grabbed Sakamoto's collar and lifted him up with ease. Oh, I was wondering when we get a CG. I don't know if they're gonna zoom out. They might. But damn, look at him getting choked up. Choked out. That's a CG drink. Sakamoto was writhing in pain above, but Sanan didn't even lift an eyebrow. Sakamoto had managed to wiggle his way out of many difficult situations in Kyoto. By no means was he incompetent as a fighter, but right now, Sakamoto was being thrown around by Sanan like a rag doll. Oh, okay, yeah, there's a full CG.
知りたいことはあらかた理解できましたか?
Damn, Sanan's definitely enjoying himself too. Oh, man.
ああ、十分すぎるほどに、にゃ。
Bro getting some humble pie, right?
おっしゃ、三男とか言うたか。俺の負けぎ。勘弁してくれ。
His face was grimacing from the pain, yet he still snuck in a smirk as he spoke. Sanan, on the other hand, showed as much expression as a no mask. If a no mask is supposed to be emotionless, I don't think Sanan's doing a very good job emulating it, like she's saying. He's clearly smirking.
我々のことを詳しく知りたいとお考えですか?
ああ、どうしても調べんといかんがよ。
新選組の秘密だからですか? そもそも羅刹の存在をどのようにして知ったのです?
それは近藤と土方が戻ってきてから話しちゃら。
Sakamoto was clearly at a disadvantage here. Depending on his choice of words, he could have been killed on the spot. But surprisingly, Sakamoto still possessed his usual confidence. It was as though he were completely confident that there was nothing he could say or do that would actually get him killed. Just then... Ooh, well, there they are.
こんなところでどうしたんだね。ん？君は？
てめえは坂本！ここへ何をしに来やがった？
Sanan, who still looked completely stoic, answered.
我々について詳しく知りたいとのことですよ。せっかくのお客様です。丁重にもてなそうではありませんか。
Oh, this is gonna be interesting. We went to the common room, and the men sat around Sakamoto, hoping to get some answers. Kondo, Hijikata, and Sanan were all present. Outside of the room, however, were Yamazaki, Inoue, and Shimada all standing by. If Sakamoto made any sudden or conspicuous movements, I assumed they'd kill him instantly.
あの武器商人、グラバーに会うたがは。
Donald Glover?
俺が
Wait,
船を
what?
手に入れた。
Who?
すぐのことやった。
An English merchant who specializes in arms dealings. He uses Nagasaki as his base. Okay.
なんでも絶対に幕府を倒せる武器があるとかで。そこで見たががさっきのおっさと同じ白い髪と赤い目を持つ化け物の姿やった。
So he has seen them before.
人の武器は通じん。怪我がすぐに治る。野生の獣を上回る力を持っちゅう。確かにそいつがあれば賭博らで簡単にできるろうと思うた。俺の同志も興味を持っちょったみたいやけど、どういても腑に落ちんことが2つあった。どういて西洋人どもはそんな便利なものを自分らで独り占めせんとご親切に俺らに売ってくれるがやろうか。そして俺らよりも先に異国との貿易をしよった幕府に同じものが渡っちゅうことはないろう てよ。おいたらグラバーはこう言うがよ。幕府側も羅刹を使いゆう。おまんらも対抗せんかったらなすすべなく敗れることになりますよと。調べてみたらどうやら新選組でも同じものを研究しゆうらしいことが分かった。
そのことをどこで知ったんだ？
答えたらこっちの質問にも答えてくれるかい？
約束はできねえな。まあ教えられることなら教えてやらなくもね
食えん男やにゃ。まあええ。教えたち別に俺が損するわけやないき。グラバーが言いよったがよ。新選組にも羅刹がおる。そしてそれを新選組に持ち込んだ側は行動やち。818の政変の後ぐらいやったが、行動はその武器商人のところに厄介になっちょって、そこで羅刹の実験を続けよったらしい。
My heart froze. For a second, you thought it said 818 political damage. Political damage! My father was not only experimenting on the Shinsengumi, but on others for his fury research.
大丈夫かね、雪村君。聞いているのが辛ければ席を外しても構わんが。
No, I'm fine. Like some sort of video game weapon that deals 8 to 18 political damage. Yeah, that is funny. I attempted to stay composed in this moment. Even though it tugged at my heart to hear it, this was a grievous sin committed by my father. As his daughter, I couldn't avert my eyes.
話は分かった。で、わざわざここに来た理由は何だ？
気持ちゅうやいか。そんな実験は今すぐやめや。西洋を利するだけやき。
Like all the West? Like, what do you mean? His directness created a palpable tension in the room.
これは面白いことをおっしゃいますね。あなたにそのようなことを命ずる権限はないはずですが。
おんしゃら、新国がイギリスにどんな目に
What did they
遭わされたか
do?
知らんがか。
Also,
Seriously?
seriously drink.
アヘンを売りつけられて富を奪われ、
Opium.
国の中をめちゃくちゃにされた挙句、戦をふっかけられた。
I thought he was gonna say something like the British had furies too.
同じことがこの日本でも起きゆうがぞ。あんなものを野放しにしたら日本はイギリスの植民地になったインドや上海と同じ運命をたどってしまうき。
Not the Brits.
考えてみや。幕府がおんしゃらに
Figured it
羅
was the
刹なん
Opium
ぞの
Wars.
実験を
Yeah.
申し付けた側は何であろうち。直参の家臣と違うて使い捨ててもかまん安い命やきに決まっちゅうろうが。そんな幕府の命令に律儀に従うて汚れ仕事を引き受ける意味らってどこにあるがで。やめてしまえ、くだらんき。どうせ侍らってもんはじきにこの世からおらんなるき。
This must have been the last straw. Hijikata seethed in anger, hatred flaming in his eyes as he glared.
ずいぶんとご立派なことを抜かしてくれやがるな。痛み入るぜ。羅刹が下道の策だ。だったらてめえが薩長相手にやってることは何なんだ？武器を売り渡して国内を混乱させて争いの火種を撒いて回ってるんじゃねえか。使えば人が死ぬって点に関しちゃ羅刹も妖獣も変わりがねえだろ。
まあ俺やち人様に褒められるようなことをしゆうとは思うちゃせん。救いようがない悪党よ俺は。 けんど悪党には悪党の道理がある。羅刹らいうもんは人が扱いきれる代物やないき。
てめえの頭の中にしかねえ道理なんぞに従ってやる義理はねえな。
トシ、そのぐらいにしておけ。
After hearing the two of them bicker back and forth, Kondo put a stop to it.
我々としても薩長側が羅刹を使ってくるとなれば相応の策を講じねばなるまい。そして薩長側の羅刹実験を止めるというのは我々にとっても利点があることだろ
う。彼は薩長側のではなく我々の羅刹実験をもやめさせたい様子ですが、少なくとも前者の目的に関しては我々は協力し合うことができますね。
後者に関しては譲るつもりはないいうことかい。
体内にはすでに羅刹となっている者がいるもので、世の中というのは道理だけで成り立っているものではないのですよ。
Sanan smiled coldly. Both parties were speaking in a roundabout fashion that made it difficult to discern their true intentions. In the least, both the Shinsengumi and Sakamoto acknowledged the dangerous potential of the Furies.
ひとまず行動さんの消息と西国で羅刹がどの程度利用されているのかが気にかかりますね。坂本君、もし何かつかめたら我々に教えてくれますか？
Like a temporary truce for
交換
info?
条件は
そうですね。君が知りたがっていること。
Wonder if the British intentionally wanted to weaken China by selling it opium, or if it was just a convenient side effect of making money do it. I'm not sure. It's a good thing to ponder. Or like, an interesting thing to ponder.
例えば弱点が何であるのかを知ることができれば倒す策を考えることも可能だと思いますが。
映画か？おまんらの命取りになるぜよ。
さあ、それはどうでしょう。弱点が分かったとしても羅刹は容易には殺せませんよ。
Sakamoto and Sanan watched each other, smirking from having met a compromise finally. Hijikata furrowed his brow, and it seemed like he couldn't wait to be done with all of this.
まさかてめえと手を組むことになる。
Yeah, huh, I didn't expect this.
別に手を組んだ覚えはないぜよ。共通の目的があるき、仲良しごっこをしゆうだけよ。
これで今の薩長の動きでも明かしてくれりゃ
まさか
少しは見直してやる気になるんだがな。
そいつは自分らで調べてくれ。俺は幕府らでさっさとなくなればええと思う中期に。
なくすわけねえだろバカが。夢物語なら布団の中でほざきやがれ。
坂本君、今後君と連絡を取る際はどうすればいい？
Sakamoto looked towards me. Her!
彼女を通じ
Yeah, I
て
sent letters to her.
頼りを
Of
呼びてくれ。
course. What? Me?
ああ、こいつらの呼び出しに
I mean, he's got a
ここ
point.
に出入りしよったら、あらぬ
Because
疑い
not all
をかけられ
the
そうや。
the other Shinsengumi don't know about this. Sakamoto spoke so matter-of-factly at times. But was it really alright to help him this way? Me? Gongaka. I'll do it. Yeah, take that step. I'm pretty sure he'd like that. Excuse me. I'll do it. It was a lot of responsibility to be the courier for information that included the Furies. Still, I could understand where Sakamoto was coming from. We shouldn't be dependent on the Furies. If I wanted to stop my father, I needed to do everything in my power. Yo, courier, right? Fallout New Vegas? Just thinking the same thing. Alright, I'll do it. Yeah, of course. It's obvious, huh?
おまんならそう言うてくれると思うちょった。頑張ろうにゃ。
Oh, excuse me.
ほんなら今日のところはこれでおいとまさせてもらおうか。今後もよろしゅう頼むぜよ。
ったく面倒なこと
I
に
like
な
how
っ
he
ち
just
まったな
faded out.
雪村君、彼を表まで送ってあげてくれるか。
Of course. Oh, Corey, I called the line. As we were approaching the exit, Sakamoto began muttering his frustrations to me.
にしてもどいつもこいつもギリだの己の対面だのつまらんことにこだわる
I don't think it's dumb. You were saying that the men of the Shinsengumi were just being used by the shogunate, but I don't think they see it that way. I think they are fully aware of what is being asked of them, and they are the ones who are assuming that risk.
あの時の俺の言葉が気に障ったか。けんど俺はさっきの言葉を引っ込めるつもりはないき。礼節だの忠義だの言うがは下の人間を便利にこき使う方便に過ぎ。
Do you think putting one's life on the line to protect something is stupid?
そこまでは言うちゃせん。ただ守るべきは徳川家ながか。
Bro, this in the
それともこの
entire
日本
samurai
一
code,
国
right?
そのものながか。
Crazy.
そこをきちんと考えるべきやろ。後先考えずに刀を抜く側はバカだけ。みんながみんな賢かったら無駄に争う理由らでなくなる気。
I could understand where he was coming from, but I couldn't quite bring myself to agree with him totally, so I just stayed silent. Sakamoto moved on to say something as if it just popped into his head.
あ、そうよ。中岡には今日のことは内緒にしておいてくれるか。俺がここに来たちいうことも。
Is he just acting on his own then? Huh? Why? Huh, drink.
あいつはどうにも肝がこんもうて心配性やき。
Yeah, I can see that. Silent? Slay the spire? Huh?
軽率な行動は控えろ。だの。青筋立てて説教されるに決まっちゅう。
I could picture that happening, right? The image of Nakaoka nagging and bothering Sakamoto was so funny, I couldn't help but laugh. Oh, dang.
ほんなら頼んだぞ。また今度にゃ。
Yes, sir, Doctor. We are doing a drinking game. It's Sunday, I'm off. It's the weekend, why not? Alright, goodbye. Just like that, Sakamoto walked swiftly away from the compound. So many unexpected things had happened today. I had no idea what to make of it all. Who would have thought my father would be a part of the Fury experiments in the West? Okay, it's now Monday, but it was Sunday when I started, so... And still, it's still my weekend. I don't work until Wednesday. Why, father? Now I knew. It wasn't just the Shinsengumi men, but also people in the West being experimented on. I wanted so badly to confront my father, and this hopeless yearning for answers lingered as I walked back into the compound alone. It's a romance visual novel, but it's not gay. They're kind of hinting that the guy we're romancing, though, might be bi, though, so... But, I don't know, the person who said that's kind of sus, so I don't even know. What's the point then? Why are you here? November 1867. Alright, that's it. We'll get a drink for that. I can get my beer. Alright, I grabbed me a Cali Squeeze Raspberry Lime. Yeah, no, this game is very aggressively straight. It's an Otome game. What do you expect? A gust of wind stripped some of the last leaves from the trees. The cold bit into me through my clothes. I shivered. It's almost winter, isn't it? Okay, we've seen this scene. I don't think Sakamoto's gonna show up. Wait, hold on. Did they mention Kaoru? Maybe it's important? Okay, no, she's just like, oh, it's like that time. The only good aggressively straight game is Deadlock. I think I heard of that one. Excuse me. Well, I don't know, man. This is my shit, so like, you know, you do you. But that is true. There is a lot of hetero slop. But I actually really like the stories here. November 1867 still. Well, we'll still have a day drink, but keep skipping. Wait a minute, hold up. Did they mention? Hold on. Okay, they're mentioning Sakamoto. Okay, all right, fine. Well, they're talking about Sakamoto. This is kind of important. Let's see. We'll go back here. My favorite romance in a game. Like canon or like what's my favorite ship in general? Canon. Ooh. You know, that's a good question. I don't know. Like, I like my ships, but like I've never actually like, you know, I can't pinpoint a favorite because it's like I enjoy this, like this stuff. I enjoy all the routes that we've played so far, and you know that's romance. But like I don't know. At least right now I don't have an answer because I can't think about it. I don't know, I'm just here trying to enjoy the game. It was right after I'd heard about Sakamoto from Nagakura. It's freezing. Slay the princess. Okay, you know what? I agree with you. Fuck, I totally forgot I played that game. Man, I was trying to unlock all the scenes too, but I kinda slowly backed away. Oh, crewmate and imposter, absolutely. Yeah, that's a good one too. No, but yeah, for Slay the Princess, I really liked the one that's after the damsel. The one where it's like, oh, this is the happy ending. I really liked the story for that one. But my favorite vessel, or at least like the Princess and the Dragon, that's my favorite one. I've at least unlocked all the vessels. I just haven't, like, you know, I haven't gotten every single route for each vessel. Generally don't know if you can do better romance in a game than Slay the Princess. And you know what? Yeah, like, they cover so many different aspects of romantic relationships. And it's all with, like, you know, the same characters, but it's like different versions. But it's really good. I absolutely agree there. It's freezing. We had reached the middle of November, and the wintry air had engulfed the entire country. I was sweeping some leaves, hunched against the cold winter wind. Oh, she's sweeping, that's a drink! Didn't even expect a romance. Like before the game came out? Cause like, the game literally tells you as you open, this is a romance story. Or this is a love story. When he started it, okay. Harada and Inoue were returning from the market.
掃除は適当に切り上げて構わねえぜ。寒いだろ。
Like, okay, so Kyler did tell me about Slay the Princess, and he told me that there's different things that you can do. Like, there's so many different things that can affect the story. But I don't know. I think he hinted that there was some romance in it, but I can't remember. It was just like, oh, that sounds cool. You thought the love story was trying to set you up for a twist. And there are so many twists, that is true. I mean that is definitely a thing that happens too, but I think I see what you're saying. Oh, this is nothing.
そうかい。無理をしてはいけないよ。
I'm fine. Thank you for your concern. I continue to sweep, and then I heard Harada mutter something.
そういや、坂本のやつが今に来てるらしいぜ。お前の元に頼りが来てるのか。
Sakamoto? No, he hasn't sent me anything.
なんでも、先日の大政奉還は彼の発案によるものだと聞くからね。忙しいのかもしれないね。
忙しいどころじゃねえだろう。あっちこっちから狙われて息つく間もないらしいって聞くぜ。
Looking for him?
薩長としちゃ戦をやって徳川家から天下をもぎ取りたかったのに肩透かしを食わされちまったからな。
そうだね。見回り組や伏見奉行所も躍起になって彼を探しているらしいし。
The Mimma Warigumi and the Fushimi magistrate. Those are the men who attempted to arrest Sakamoto at the Terada Inn.
彼らは寺田屋での騒動の時、坂本君に面目を潰されているからね。異種返しを考えているのかもしれない。
I see. It seemed as if the world was changing faster than I could keep up with. More than anything, I hoped Sakamoto was safe. Just as the thought entered my mind. Nagakura and Shimada, who just completed their rounds, called out to us.
Oh, 佐野に源さん、こんなところで何してるんだ？掃除か？どうせなら気を利かせて焼き芋でも焼いといてくれりゃいいのによ。
Potato.
お前の頭には酒と食い物のことしかねえのか？
長倉君、島田君、町の様子はどうだったんだね。
見回り組や伏見奉行所の面々がかなり殺気立っている様子でした。
High alert.
なあ、あれ、近いうちに坂本のところに押しかけるつもりだろうな。
What? I gulped in response to Nagakura's comment.
皆さん方、広間へ来ていただけますか？
Shit's going down.
土方副長がお呼びです。
We all gathered at the common room, and Hichikata abruptly spoke up.
こうやってここに集められた理由は察しがついていると思うが、坂本のやつが狙われている。しかも今回は見回り組も伏見奉行所も本気でやつを捕獲するつもりらしい。
連中は以前坂本に赤っ恥かかされてるからな。
Disco Elysium comes close with Henry and Kim, though. I see. I've never played Disco Elysium, but okay.
あの野郎がどうなろうと知ったこっちゃねえと言いてえところだが、奴はこっちの羅刹の存在を知ってやがる上、行動さんの件に関しちゃ共闘してる身でもある。ってことで雪村、寺田屋の時みてえに狙われてるってことを坂本に伝えに行ってくれるか？
You got it, Chief. Technically not a romance, but it's one of those where two love interests each other, or two love each other a lot. Okay. I see. Understood.
新八、原田、山崎、お前らも同行しろ。
ああ、引き受けたぜ。坂本の居場所は？
土佐藩邸の向かいにある旅籠、大宮の2階です。
相変わらず段取りがいいな。そんじゃちょっくら行ってくることにするか。
Swanky. Yeah. As we left the compound for Omiya, all of us exhaled breaths that turned white as smoke. Ugh, white drink. Never liked most Persona romances, probably because the main character in those has the personality of a grape. You know, that's understandable. I know it's supposed to be, you know, they're silent so that we can imagine ourselves in there, but you know, there is a difference when it's like the two characters in question, you know, actually have their voice interactions and everything. While we passed a back alley, we saw a group of Ronin huddling together. Huh? Drink. Something felt a little off, so I turned around and looked back. It was a familiar tang in my nostrils that I'd surely smelled before.
気づいたか、連中の着物。血の匂いがしたぜ。
ああ、どこぞで切り合いでもしてきたのかもしれねえな。
今の男の一人に見覚えがあります。確か見回り組のものだったかと。
You're actually mad that we can date them because would rather have others date each other. Ryuji and An is canon in your heart. Yeah, and you know what? Yeah, all for it. That would be cool. Like, if Persona 6 was ever a thing, that'd be an interesting thing to, you know, to conceptualize or like, you know, actually be a thing, but whatever, I guess. We'll never know. We'll never see it. Maybe. And then that must mean my bad feeling had been shared with everyone. We looked at each other. Could it be Sakamoto? Excuse me. Yes, of course. The urgency of our hunch made us run through the chilly night as the stars twinkled above. 9 more Persona 5 spin-offs now! I know, right? Phallus really said. There were no lights on at the Omiya. It was eerily quiet.
Oi! 誰かいねえか?
Nagakura called into the inn, but there was no answer. We all looked at each other, unsure how to proceed, before stepping inside one after the other. As soon as we opened the door, our noses were hit with a thick, sickly smell. Ugh. There was no doubt about it. It was the smell of blood. A lot of blood.
Yamazaki, さっきの奴らを追いかけて事情を聞いてこい。
We'll never leave Persona 5. First we have Persona form from SMT now, and now we have a separate franchise just about Persona 5. And like the Persona 5 remake, right? I know, huh? It's whack.
承知しました。
Yamazaki answered curtly and ran outside.
坂本がいるのは確か2階だったな。
Harada peered up the dimly lit stairs and spoke to me sharply.
お前はついてくるな。俺たちがいいって言うまでここで待ってろ。
I just go with them because it's like we're trying to check if Sakamoto's okay, right? Well, let's see. Yeah, I went with them. I'll go too. Please, let me go with you. Let me make sure that's right. Yeah, okay, of course that's right. Harada watched me reproachfully. I continued on. If those men were assassins, I don't think they'd still be here. I won't do anything reckless. I promise that I'll follow orders, so please. Excuse me. Yeah, no way is she gonna walk in front. I understand. I carefully walked up the stairs, right behind Nagakura and Harada. As we creaked up each step, the stench of blood grew stronger and stronger. Why does every chat with me end up with you ranting about Persona 5? I don't know, that's on you, brother. It's your fault. Also, I don't know if it's every chat, because I honestly don't remember you talking about Persona 5 in a while, and you've shown up quite a bit. Just port P5, not remake. But like, they already ported P5 on every modern console, so like, like, what's the point? I mean, yeah, but yeah, there's no point remaking. What could have happened? I wanted to see it all with my own eyes, and my gut told me to expect the worst. Both impulses pushed me forward, and we made it to the top of the stairs. My whole body froze when I finally saw what was laid before us. Both the sliding door and the floor were tainted with the stains of fresh blood. In the middle of the room were two men, brutal stab wounds all over their bodies. They were... Sakamoto! What? I ran up to him and took his pulse. It seemed like he had a pulse, a faint one. It brought a brief sense of relief, but just by looking at him, it was clear his wounds, from both quantity and severity, were fatal. Oh shit! He didn't have much time left. Why? Why would this happen to Sakamoto? No, I couldn't give up yet. First, I needed to wash his wounds and stitch whatever I could. In the kitchen, there should be sake. Shochu would be ideal. Okay, that is alcohol mentioned, so that's a drink. You're glad they re-released the same game but with DLC as a whole new edition thing is done, seems. Thank you, Atlas. Now give us Metaphor 2. Oh man, I still need to finish Metaphor, but I still need to train. Ported the Game Boy. Yeah. You know what? It's so funny you mentioned that. I saw, so someone, it's not a port, it's more like a demake of Persona 5, but it's on 3DS, and it's like 8-bit-ish, like they're going for the 8-bit retro style, but I haven't really researched into it, because I just saw it on my Instagram feed. It's like, oh, look at this Persona 5 demake, and I'm like, whoa, well that's interesting. It's like they'll show some of the animated cutscenes, but like a screenshot, kind of like with P3P, what they did. And it's just like they pixelate it. But I don't know if it's like, you know, finished or what. I got up to sprint downstairs. Okay, yeah, he's conscious. Kind of, right? I heard Sakamoto's voice and stopped in my tracks. Ooh, we got a CG. Ooh, yeah, he's really bloody. Ooh. Sakamoto! Do you recognize me? I mean, he called out to you, like... anyway, CG drink. Fury time. You can walk that time. I asked him, and he managed to grin lopsidedly, bloody face and all. Oh, okay, that's to show we chose the right thing. But I don't know why I didn't show the moon. Damn, even when you're dying, you're still trying to charm her. That's dedication right there, bro. Sakamoto slowly inched a trembling hand towards my cheek. His hand was wet with his own blood. He'd lost so much blood that his fingertips were cold. Oh shit. Even the charm in his gaze was starting to fade. Alright, that's it. Wrap it up. That's the end of this route. Oh. You know a Rizzler is dying when even the Riz is fading, right? It's a sad sight to see. Not the Riz, bro. His eyes were becoming glossy, and he struggled to breathe as he spoke. I couldn't watch anymore. Sakamoto! Please, don't strain yourself by talking. Just as I yelled. Oh?! Damn, I thought we were gonna like take him back and give him the water of life, but he's already a fucking fury? The fuck? Oh my god, okay. The color in his hair gradually faded. His eyes turned an ominous shade of red. Hold on, we'll look at him with the white hair. Jesus Christ. Excuse me. Huh? Yeah, right? Me too, bro. A sob spilled from my throat. Oh, she's crying. That's a drink. Why? So close to him. I could see it clearly. But I couldn't accept it. I couldn't believe it. No. I didn't want to. Sakamoto didn't seem to know what was happening to him. He gazed back at me with an expression of yearning. Just then,
こいつ息を吹き返したみてえだぞ。おい、しっかりしろ。
Nagakura was watching Nakaoka on the floor beside Sakamoto, and he suddenly called out. The next moment, Nakaoka slowly rose from the ground. Him too? Huh? Who? Nagakura's body was sent flying. He slammed against the wall. Shit, I think he's also a fury. Nagakura!
大丈夫か、新八。
ああ、なんともねえが。
What's going on?
あいつは。
Jeez. I followed Nagakura's gaze, and there stood Nakaoka. His hair had turned white, and his eyes flamed red. He had turned into a fury, a white streak. Nakaoka, why? I asked, my voice shaking, and he glared at me like a beast upon its prey.
それはこちらのセリフだ。貴様らはよほどこの日本を滅ぼしたいと見える。
His eyes burned with hatred, landing on each and every one of us.
よく覚えているぞ。
What? No, we didn't.
俺も坂本も
Not
貴
us.
様らに切り殺された。迷う必要など最初からなかったんだ。この後に及んで己の対面や損得感情しか考えぬ幕府を総くどもと手を取り合うことなどできるか。
I mean Nakaoka. Okay, we haven't seen this portrait before. Ooh, just showing that off a bit. Nakaoka immediately reached for the blood-covered sword resting on his hip, and he pointed it towards us.
こいつ、羅刹になりやがった。油断する。
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to skip over him.
こいつ、羅刹になりやがった。油断するなよ、佐野。
And then,
分かってるって。
Nakaoka shifted his feet, and he charged towards Nagakura. Luckily, he managed to see the blade coming. Not gonna lie, some of these men are fairly attractive, right? Yeah, like there's some good-looking bishies. However, the attacks didn't stop there. As the swords continued to clash in the room, Nagakura seemed to be tiring. Harada tried to back him up, but then... Oh, he loud. Drink. You watched Paprika last week. That's a good movie. Soundtrack is also good, yeah. Yeah, no, that's a fun watch. Like, there's a good amount of trip in there, and it's just, the art is so good. I like it. Nakaoka grabbed a hold of Harada's spear and yanked it back, then charged towards Harada in the opening he created. Harada, watch out! I instinctively drew my kodachi, and I attempted to charge at him to distract him. Ah! Immediately, he shoved me away, and I was flung towards the sliding door. Excuse me. Did they just become Furies like at this incident? Excuse me, like what happened? Nagakura swung angrily at Nakaoka over and over again, but even with the three of us, Nakaoka handled our attacks with ease. All of us were tiring so quickly, and yet there appeared to be no end to his boundless strength.
音に聞こえる新選組幹部の権威とやらも所詮この程度か。
So you watched Paprika because you started going to a nerd club. Ah, nerd. And they just said on website Paprika. Didn't know the film, so you're confused as fuck, because in Croatia, paprika means pepper, so thought you were gonna cook or something. Bro, you're Croatian? Oh, damn, what the heck? I didn't... Wow, okay, that's cool. Damn, see, I get viewers from all over the place. Interesting. Or... Okay. But yeah, no, Paprika's a really good film, so, you know, cool that you got to watch it. You're the Wow, the second Croatian you've known. Who's the first? I don't think I've met any other Croatians, so, you know, good on you. Yeah, I'm sorry. I just love, you know, just seeing all these different people coming to the streams from different places around the world. So, you know, it just intrigues me so much. You also met a girl who likes Slay the Princess, so that's a bonus. Okay, well, cool. Yeah, I don't know, like, I don't know how obscure Slay the Princess is, but it's like, you know, I do see talk about it on the internet here and there, but I don't know, I hadn't heard of it until I met Kyler, or until Kyler told me about it, so I'm like, It's kind of funny too, because back when Kyler worked at Quick, like, I remember that was one of the first games he told me about. So there was a Croatian internet friendo you met playing Forum Mafia Online, then did DVD and Lethal Company for a while on Discord. Oh, okay, that's cool. Slay the Princess definitely niche for real life. Oh yeah, absolutely. I know, right? Yeah, like, I have, like, some coworkers that do play games, but it's like they've never heard of Slay the Princess, so it's like, I'm playing this. And they were both a guy and a girl. But yeah, I'm like, yeah, this is the thing I'm playing. Nagakura! Harada! I tried to get to them. Nakaoka pointed his sword towards me. No! Don't do it! You're gonna break Sakamoto's heart. Wait! This is all a misunderstanding. If we continue to fight, then this will only make things worse for the shogunate and the Tosa. His words made me shiver from fear. The fuck is Kaoru doing here? I mean, well, I don't think I should be too surprised at this point, because, you know, Kaoru's now... Since they showed up with Sakamoto earlier, it's like, okay, yeah, this fucker's gonna be part of this route for sure. Can we get Digital Circus finale to air in Croatia, pretty please? I don't know, try asking the theaters. I still think that's crazy that they're airing the season finale for Digital Circus in select theaters. Like even in my town, which, you know, we're the biggest city or town in the county, but like apparently there's no showings for it. So I don't know. Bosnia Herzegovina, can we have coastline? Croatia, no. The nerd club just straight up had free food. Oh, see, okay, that's even more incentive to join it. Okay. Damn, you guys are lucky. When in my fucking anime clubs or whatever, there was no free food. None of the clubs I joined had free food. Lucky you. The person I'd least expected to see appeared, kimono flowing behind her. It was Kaoru. What was she doing here? Oh, he's loud, that's a dream. Dang, he fucking angry. Nakaoka screamed out, but Kaoru looked unfazed. She gave him a cool gaze and continued.
この子には手出し無用です。
You're still waiting for the club to steal your wallet or something. Shit's too good. Yeah, huh? Well, I guess you'll see. But I don't know. It sounds like a fun club to be a part of. Now, like, okay, hold on. I'm genuinely curious. Is it just like you guys like talk and look at like nerdy shit, like, you know, like anime, video games, like, you know, just a whole like kind of general look at all this media here that usually nerds like kind of flock to, or like is it a gamer club? Like,
お二方にはまだなすべきことが残ってらっしゃるのではないですか。私がせっかく拾ってあげた。
oh, of course Kaoru did it. That's right. Kaoru has access to the water of life. That's how she helped Okita on his route. That's right. Or not helped, force fed him. But still. I saved your life? Then that must mean Kaoru was the one who turned the two of them into Furies? Just then, Sakamoto raised his head and he slowly got up. Excuse me. Dang, even his portrait's bloody. Oh, okay. So the nerd club is mostly a games and anime club. You're there only twice so far, but your friend who brought you there said they usually watch anime films and play Yu-Gi-Oh! And Smash. Oh, that sounds like fun. Cool.
ああ、切られたさ。そして俺たちの首を取るためにこうして新選組の奴らがやってきた。
That's not true. This is all a misunderstanding. As I attempted to explain what had happened, a commotion was heard from the outside.
中岡様、坂本様、人が来ます。まずは。
Geez, so I wonder what the fuck Kaoru's gonna do for the rest of this route. I'm interested. Yeah, damn, like we were talking about how Kaoru was like literally only relevant in Okita's route, but that's cool that we get to see her here. I guess. I don't know, I fucking hate Kaoru. But wait, Sakamoto. I tried running after him to speak first. Damn, he really don't like us. Ah! Nakooka kicked me square in my stomach, and my body slammed against the wall. Wait! I had the wind knocked out of me, but I pushed through the pain to try crawling after them, but...
それでは皆さん方、失礼いたします。次にお会いするときは戦ということになりそうですね。
Then Nakooka knocked the door open with another kick, and they just appeared from the scene. Yeah, he really knocked the shit out of the door. Now all that remained was the tattered room, filled only with blood and silence. Right? That sound effect was so intense. Like, he slammed that shit. What could I do now? I would have never, in my wildest imagination, pictured Sakamoto or Nakooka becoming Furies. Well, I mean, I could for Sakamoto, because it's like, how else is he gonna escape his canon event? But yeah, this is kind of early, I think. I don't know. Maybe he did get assassinated around this time for other routes, but whatever. Eventually, Harada gathered himself and stood up, offering me a hand. I'm fine, but...
二人ともすぐにここを出るぞ。この状況を誰かに見られちまったら、俺たちが坂本暗殺の犯人にされちまう。
Wait a minute! Oh my god, wait, okay, yes, this is the part of the game, okay. Alright, so yeah, Jacob, it did happen here in Kyoto Winds. That's why in all the other routes, everyone said, or like, there were the rumors that said they saw Nagakura and Harada at the scene, and it's like, no, we didn't. Oh my god, it's all the puzzle pieces are coming together. Oh, that's crazy. So we actually got to see it. Interesting. Nagakura and Harada helped me back up, and we rushed downstairs. We returned to the compound. I felt as if I was stuck in a nightmare. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. Shit, dude, that's crazy. Hijikata gathered everyone in the common room once we had gotten back.
なるほど。よくわかった。一歩遅かったってとこか。
坂本暗殺の犯人は見回り組かと思われます。ですが、
俺たちがそう触れ回ったところで信じる奴はいねえだろうな。
But the question is, did he, in all the other routes, did Kaoru do the same thing and make them Furies? And they just went into hiding, or what? Like, that makes you think.
死にかけてた坂本と中岡ってやつが飲んだ落ち水は高堂さんから渡ったものらしいってことは。
ああ、おそらくはな。
For a moment, everyone was silent. Then Haruda quietly spoke up.
大宮にいたあの女、見た顔だ。薫って言ったか。三条生殺事件の時に邪魔してくれた女だ。あいつ、あの時も土佐に味方してやがったぜ。
ってことは、高堂さんをかくまってた西国の藩ってのは土佐藩かもしれねえってとこだな。
何にせよ。
You know, I also wonder because Sakamoto is one of the newer characters they added for the newer ports, so it's like, what if they just made Kaoru relevant in this route because Okito was the only main character where it's like, oh yes, she's relevant in this route. But I guess I don't know, we'll eventually find out. Are these people supposed to be rich? I don't think so.
そりゃまあ、高堂さんが向こう側についてる。
They're not.
落ち水の実
They're
験
just
も
warriors. Compared to the farmers, true, yeah. Don't think normal civilians carried around katanas so casually. Well, they worked their way up, but I mean... No, I mean, like, back then, like, samurai, like, you could... I don't know, because there's the Ronin. I don't know if they were really ever high class. But yeah, they're not civilians. I mean, they were initially civilians, but, or like, you know, farmer status, whatever. They just, you know, these guys just kind of came from all sorts, but yeah, they worked their way up to become police, elite guardish. They're just not like super rich. All of the Shinsengumi fell silent considering the implications. Eventually...
よし、今日のところはこれで解散だ。ご苦労だったな。
With Hijikata's blessing, everyone bowed and left the common room. However, something still worried me, so I went up to Hijikata.
なんだ、まだ何かあるのか？
I wasn't quite sure if Hijikata was the best person to ask this, but what's going to happen to Sakamoto? Hijikata thought about it for a second, then muttered as if it was difficult for him to answer.
こんだけ坂本暗殺の知らせが広まっちまったら、土佐藩も実は生きてるなんて言いにくいだろう。
Yeah.
おそらく表向きは死んだってことにするだろうな。
That is true.
羅刹の存在は向こうも明かしたくねえだろうし。
I see. This meant he would no longer be able to actively work in the political sphere. Damn. Sakamoto hoped to create a new world without the shogunate or the samurai. Then Hijikata spoke, as if to drive it in.
坂本が羅刹になっちまった以上、あいつと俺たちの共闘関係はなくなった。今後はあいつを敵だと思い、絶対に気を許すんじゃねえぞ。
I don't know, Hijikata. We gotta romance him, though. I had a feeling he would say something along those lines. I just couldn't bring myself to simply agree with him.
Yukimura.
Hijikata pressed me for a response. I understand. Somehow I was able to bring myself to answer. Then I bowed quickly and exited the room. After returning to my room, I laid out my futon, but I couldn't get the sights and smells of that room out of my head, and I couldn't sleep. If he was still alive, maybe I could see Sakamoto again. So here's the thing. Yes, I'm married to a guy, but I'm not really straight, but I wouldn't call myself bi either. I don't know, I just don't like labels. Like, I could go any way, but I kind of tend more, like, lean more towards guys. But I wondered what my father had in store for them. And what about Kaoru? I mulled it all over, but no answer came. I was left feeling that something terrible was coming. You remember Flaws well? Bro, like, come on. You do you, man. Like, you can leave. After that night, rumors spread about us fleeing the Omiya, although I wasn't sure who could have seen us. Throughout the city of Kyoto, people began to speculate that the Shinsengumi had assassinated Sakamoto. Then, after all of this, something even the Shinsengumi couldn't expect confronted us. Before November ended, the Guardians of the Imperial Tomb, Ito's faction, underwent serious internal strife. Saito had joined the Guardians as the Shinsengumi's spy. Wait, we don't need to know all this. We know what happens. Early December 1867. A date drink. We can skip that. Is static in-game thing? Is it doing the thing where it does the flashing? Because it's not an in-game thing, it's more like an OBS overlay. Like what? Okay, no, it's not doing the flash. That might be a you problem. Oh wait, skip. Wait! You meant audio static. Yeah, that's a you problem, bro. What? Nah, I think I think this is the scene where Sanon's just being a creep. Yeah, okay. Get out of here.
What?
I want to stay here, I guess? He looks like Kabuto from Naruto. Which one? The guy with the glasses? He acts like him too. Hold on. Wait. I'm not looking. I'll stay here. My Fury info cards. Oh, just kidding. I was supposed to go help. Hold on. I think that's because we're not in chapter 5. Yeah, I think that's I want to help. I don't know what. Yeah, hold on. Go back. Reload. Alright, that's a reload drink. Yeah, I want to help. Is there anything I could help with? Skip. Still, I wondered if it was really alright for him. Hold on, let me save. If it was really alright for him to trust me with all of this. I'm going to confirm with Hijikata, I guess? Or maybe I'm supposed to trust him, I don't know. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Just go. No, Hijikata trusted me to do this. Yeah, okay, that's right. And we have seen this before, so... Right? We've seen this, right? Yeah. Okay, we can skip past that. Yeah, I remember meeting Saito here with reading the letter. Now that the job was done, though, I wasn't quite sure what I should do next. Return immediately? I should return to the compound immediately. Yeah, okay. We haven't seen that, so I'll just, we'll go with that. Although I was given permission to leave for this mission, I still was not permitted to go outside. Alright, I'm heading back. I went back the same way I'd come, thinking that the way back wouldn't take me very long. Still, the sun had set completely by the time I returned to the Shinsengumi compound. I hoped I wasn't too late. Hopefully Hijikata wouldn't be too mad. This thought weighed heavily on my mind as I went to Hijikata's room to report to him. Hijikata, it's Yukimura. I'm back.
Oh, are you?
Excuse me. I stepped in. The first thing I saw were piles of documents stacked upon his desk. I gulped.
ご苦労だったな。斉藤の様子はどうだった？
Yes, he's his usual self.
そうか。それは何よりだ。
I wondered what had gotten over Hijikata. His mood seemed far more foul than when I had left him. I'm sorry.
なんだ、いきなり。お前まさか、書状を届ける途中で何かヘマでもやらかしたの？
No, of course not.
じゃあなぜ今謝った？
Oh, well, you looked really upset. I thought you were mad that I'd taken so long. After hearing what I had to say, Hijikata seemed to sigh, as if relieved it wasn't something more dire.
別にお前に腹を立ててたわけじゃねえよ。俺はお前のことでいつも頭がいっぱいなわけじゃねえからな。
Oh, I'm sorry. Perhaps my words made me sound overly self-conscious. As words of apology passed my lips again.
だからいちいち謝るんじゃねえって言ってんだろうが。
I'm sorry. I mean, yes.
たく。
Hijikata's stony expression finally seemed to soften. I was embarrassed because I kept messing up, but it really did warm my heart to see Hijikata smile. So then, if you don't mind me asking, what had you so upset?
そうだな。お前がよく知ってる通り、新選組の内情もごちゃごちゃしてるんだが、それ以上にお上の方がよくね。
Higher ups?
お前ももうよそ者じゃねえし、話してやってもいいか。今、薩摩の連中や奴らと懇意にしてる公家どもが動いてやがるらしくてな。もしかすると近々何か騒動が起こるかもしれねえんだ。
What's going to happen? Will there be another huge battle like the Hamaguri Rebellion? He offered no reply, instead opting to shake his head.
こればっかりはことが起きてみねえとわからねえ。俺たちがどうこうできることじゃねえからな。
He sighed deeply. His troubles were evident from his every word and gesture. The stress was understandable, knowing his decisions would affect all of the Shinsengumi men. I couldn't even imagine what the pressure of that might feel like. Is there anything else I can do to help?
だから今日頼んだじゃねえか。
Please, let me do something. If you... No. If the Shinsengumi is in a rough spot, then... Please, I just want to help. I want to be useful.
お前な。
Hijikata muttered as he stared down at his paperwork. Hold on a minute. That's Yukimura angsting about being useless, huh? Yeah, alright, that's 2 drinks.
少しはてめえの力を自覚しろ。
Almost sounded like he said, "Oh my god." Yeah, you know what? It kind of did.
いくらやる気があってもお前は斎藤や山崎、島田とは
I
違
mean, yeah,
う。
that's definitely true.
新八や原田みてえな荒っぽい真似ができるわけでもねえ。人に仕事を振るっつうのはお前が思ってるほど簡単じゃねえんだよ。
His words struck me like a knife in my gut. He had a point. I would go nowhere with enthusiasm alone. I simply couldn't do the same jobs as the captains. There was nothing I could do to relieve some of Hijikata's burden at the moment. But I understand that I can't be much help when it comes to fighting. But I truly understand just how hard everyone else is working. It could be even the smallest task. So please, excuse me. I bowed my head to the floor. Please, I'm begging you. Let me be of service. Hijikata looked down at me, perplexed. Then eventually, I heard him move. Oh! And felt something touch my chin. It was his hand. Oh, wait! Hold on. I remember this. I totally forgot. I thought this was a new thing, but I do remember this now. I remember the CG. We're not here for the Hijikata romance, but we will drink for the CG drink. Or prompt. Okay, we can skip this.
役に立ちたいと言った
Well, okay. At least look at this. Okay, and then we go. Bye-bye.
てじなおんてど
No! I refuse to have a CG with you. Okay, that... Yep, Shinsengumi beginning to waver, blah 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 blah. Oh shit, it's chapter 5! Ooh. Isn't that Ryoma? Is he already wearing his Western clothing? Oh shit, this is gonna be interesting. It had been roughly a month since Sakamoto, Nakaoka, and Kaoru had all disappeared. I was barely given any time to mourn for Heisuke becoming a fury after the Aburano Koji incident. In an effort to keep the Satsuma from manipulating the imperial court, the shogunate began occupying Kyoto. In response, the Sacho also sent forces to occupy Kyoto, creating a tense mood in the city. As a contingency plan, the Shinsengumi had been stationed at the Fushimi magistrate. However, only 2 days after we'd moved, an attempt on Kondo's life was made, sending him into critical condition. Kondo, along with Okita, whose condition had only been worsening, was sent to Osaka Castle for further treatment.
Oi! 飯はまだかもう腹が減って腹が減って薩長と戦う前に飢え死にしそうなんだけどよ
I'll count that as 2 loud Nagakoto drinks. But I think we've seen this before, so we can skip. Wait! Go back! Go back! Hold on, it's Sakamoto related. Let's see. As the meal ended, and after I had completed all of my chores, I had finally had a moment to breathe. Ever since the Imperial Restoration, the government had been unstable. Excuse me. I wondered if it had actually come to a war. Excuse me.
後先考えずに刀を抜く側はバカだけ。みんながみんな賢かったら無駄に争う理由らってなくなる気に。
I didn't think Sakamoto had any desire to go to war. Just as these thoughts turned internally.
Yukimura senpai, ちょっといいですか?
Yes, Soma?
実はこれなんですけど。
Is it a letter? Oh, it is a letter. Soma took out a letter addressed to me.
見回りから戻ってくる途中。
Oh my god, fucking Kaoru. Okay, it's probably from Sakamoto then. Sakura print. I had a hunch who it could have been, and the letter confirmed it. Oh, it's only notes saying Kaoru. Oh shit, well she wrote it then. I ripped it open, rushing to read its contents.
坂本さんの件についてお伝えしたいことがあります。お付き合いください。
So I wonder when we're gonna find out about her secret.
新選組の方々にはくれぐれもご内密にお願いします。南雲薫。
The letter even had a meeting location listed on it. Don't fall for it! Concerning Sakamoto? Why had Kaoru reached out to me? I gripped the letter tightly, looking to see if anyone watched me read it, and I quickly exited the magistrate. Well, I mean, someone knows about the letter. You said you have something to tell me about Sakamoto. What is it? I kept myself alert, and Kaoru started giggling to herself bewitchingly. Don't worry, drink.
ご心配なさらず一緒に来てくださればきちんとお伝えしますよ。さあ、行きましょう。きっと喜んでいただけると思います。
I don't know. Did you hear an ara ara? I'm probably, because Kaoru is definitely one of those types to say ara ara. How far is this place?
すぐそこです。
Kaoru had brought me to the Inari Shrine located in Fushimi. Oh my god, I've been there. As I passed under the famous corridor of Torii gates, it felt as though I had entered a gateway to a different, majestic world. And it really does feel like that. It's so beautiful there. However, it wasn't the only surprise waiting for me. Bald! The bald father! Father! Oh shit, dude. Is Kaoru's truth coming out here? Yeah, bald jump scare. I thought she was gonna lead us to Sakamoto. Well shit, okay. Father, who had eluded me for almost 4 years, was standing right in front of me. If I were a clueless child, perhaps I would have rushed to embrace him, but knowing of his involvement with the Shinsengumi, I had to confirm some things first. Father, I need to ask you something. Is it true that you performed research on the creation of Furies with the Shinsengumi? That's not all. I also heard that you've been in the West, continuing these experiments with the anti-shogunate faction. Why would you do that? Didn't you become a doctor so that you could save lives, Father? Finally, I was able to pour out the numerous questions that had tortured me for months. My father simply furrowed his brow.
久方ぶりの再会だというのに質問ばかりだね。まあいい。お前には知らせておかねばならないことだから教えてあげよう。もしかするともう誰かから聞かされているかもしれんが、お前は普通の人間ではないのだよ。傷を負ってもすぐに治り、人間をはるかに凌駕する力を持つ鬼の一族の血を引いているのだ。
A demon clan. Both Kazuma and Sen had mentioned this to me.
その中でも我が雪村家はかつて東の鬼をすべていた名家だったのだ。人間どもにあえなく滅ぼされたがね。
Sen had brought this fact to my attention as well. Father, please answer me. Why did you perform experiments on the Furies?
決まっているじゃないか。雪村家の最高のためだよ。
Revive?
そう。人間どもがろくな技術も持たぬ時代であれば、奴らの手を借りずとも一族の再興を成し得ただろうが、この混迷の時代、
Oh, there's no period there. It's a grammar
を
tree.
得るためには、どこかの藩の紐を受けるより他ない。そして、落ち水や羅刹の力は必ずや我らの一族の再興に役立ってくれるはずだ。行こう。今度こそ誰に脅かされることなく幸せに暮らせるのだよ。
Father's smile was warm as he offered his hand out to me, but I don't care about reviving our clan or reclaiming land. The people who've turned into Furies, Sannan, Heisuke, Sakamoto, Nakaoka, I want you to turn them back into humans. Father's eyes narrowed and he laughed. Oh yeah, there's the dark look.
それはお前の目で直接確かめるといい。
For a second, the music sounded like it did the Smiling Friends jingle when the smile happens for the episode. Excuse me, man. I think I can kind of hear the musical cue there, but that's so funny. Damn, can you imagine? We made him smile! What? His response. Could it mean...
坂本くんとは随分と仲が良かったらしいね。私が
Maybe I'll hear it as the music loops. Like, I believe you. Like, knowing the song itself, it's like, I can understand why you'd hear it.
元に戻す方法がないのに、あの薬を飲ませたりするはずがないだろう。それにね、彼は羅刹となったが、我々のことを恨んだりはしていないよ。彼はこう言っていたんだ。この薬があったからこそ生き延びられた。
I don't know, bro. Like, he can't do the political shit, so what can he do? Right there? Oh. Yeah, no, I kind of hear it.
無論、受け入れるまでには葛藤があったようだが、今ではあの薬の行動を認めてくれている。
Is that all true? I remember Sakamoto being upset that he had died before he make the impact he'd wished for upon Japan. Yeah, no, it should be made. That's a grammar error drink.
Ah.
Is that true? Oh. Yeah, すごいですね. Oh.
さあ。
Could I trust what father had told me? Oh fuck, cause what if following him leads us to Sakamoto? Post for the fans! Oh! Oh shit. Oh, we are confirmed on Sakamoto's route, so that's good. I don't think we should go. Don't go. Let me see. Yeah, okay, I chose the right thing. Father kept urging me. I'm not going anywhere.
Nani?
Nani? The simple nani? Sakamoto told me, using the power of the Furies is just using the power of the Westerners. He said it was no different from how Britain ruined China using the opium trade. I don't believe for a second that Sakamoto would ever accept the effects of the serum. Father's eyes suddenly lost all warmth and kindness, as if he had seized the charade. Right? Like, isn't it weird that a simple nani was translated into 6 English words? Like, you could still get the point across just by having the what, but whatever, I guess. Ruh-roh.
無理にでも連れて行くしかないか。
Ah! Get away from me! No! No! I can't believe what I see. As father reached his hand towards me to grab my arm, I instinctively slapped it away. Just then...
おいおい、 行きたくねえっつってんのが聞こえねえのか。
Yeah, let the soundbite play.
No.
Hold on.
No.
The voice. Is that Hijikata? It sounded like Hijikata. Is it?
いつまでも子離れできねえ親父なんてみっともねえ
It kinda
こ
sounds
と
like
こ
him.
の上ねえぜ。
That voice. Oh my god, it is Hijikata. Hijikata and Sanan. My goodness, all of you are here. Wait, the whole squad?
報道さん
Oh, okay. I think Soma alerted them. He had
もう一度聞かせてもらい
to.
ましょうか。羅刹となったもの元の人間に戻すことはできるのですか。
おお、まだ日も沈んでいないというのによく動けるものだ。新選組がそこまで落ち水の改良を進めていたとも思えんし、気力だけでそうして立っているのかな。
こっちの質問に答えやがれ。
Oh, loud drink.
俺たちを元に戻す方法はあるのか、それともねえのかよ。
Damn. I mean, yeah, I'd be pretty fucking pissed too.
なかろう。分かりきったことを。一度落ち水で汚れた血は二度と元には戻らん。君たちは所詮出来損ないなのだよ。
Flames burned inside of Hijikata's eyes, while Sannan spoke with a tone so cold it sent chills down my spine.
なるほど。その言葉を聞いてようやく踏ん切りがつきました。
Shouldn't it be peace as in like P-E-A-C-E? That's normally how that phrase goes, right? Hold on. Let me... Oh. It is correct to say P-I-E-C-E. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, because I've always seen it as P-E-A-C-E. So... Okay. Huh. Well, you learn something new every day, right?
羅刹を元の人間に戻す方法がねえっつんな。あんたを生かしておく理由はね。殺す前に一応聞いておくか。坂本や中岡を羅刹にしたそうだな。目的は何だ？
From the side, Kaoru answered in father's stead.
今死んでもらっては困る方々ですから。
Excuse me.
あまりしつこい殿方は嫌われますよ。さあ、行きましょう、雪村さん。もうこんな人たちと関わる必要などないのですから。
No. Kendrick, no. Ugh, Kaoru's slender fingers wrapped around my arm, gripping with surprising strength. Dude, they like always describe fingers like slender. Like if they're ever like giving a description of fingers, they always describe them as being slender. Like what? Man.
その手を離しやがれ。
Loud drink. Yeah, you stop that. Heisuke leapt forward to jab at Kaoru, but his sword just barely grazed her sleeves. I took this opportunity to gain distance from Kaoru. Then Kodo spoke up. Yare, yare.
今日のところは日を改めた方が良さそうだな。
本当に小賢しいこと。
Yeah, I know. We're still going with her. I don't know when we're gonna find out about, you know, Kaoru's little thing, but like.
俺たちがあんたらを見逃すとでも思ってるのか？悪いが、あり一匹逃がしゃしねえぜ。
Nagakura drew his sword. Father quickly slipped something from out of his sleeve. It was a tiny glass bottle, and inside of it was a peculiar, suspiciously discolored liquid. What do you mean? Watch out, everyone! Get back! As I screamed, Father threw the bottle towards the Shinsengumi warriors. Liquid! It's just oh shit. Oh, you got loud, let's drink. Hijikata tried to warn everyone, but it was too late.
それでは皆さん方ごきげんよう。
次こそ迎えに行くからね。楽しみに待っているんだよ。
No, wait! I reached out and my fingertips just barely grazed their kimonos, but Naruto vibes, right? It got the smoke bomb. Father and Kaoru vanished like smoke.
てめえら、すぐに奴らを追え。絶対に逃がすんじゃねえぞ。
The men scoured every corner of the shrine, as well as the surrounding woods, but there was no trace of either my father or Kaoru. Damn. Well, I think I'll stop there because it is getting late. I'm getting a little tired, and also my drink is gone. So, I think that's a good place to stop. We made it to chapter 5. Woo! Next time, I feel like we're definitely going to be getting to the Edo Blossoms portion. But yeah, no, good stuff. We've gotten like quite a good amount of twists in this stream. Like, I did not expect Kaoru to be here, or Ryoma and Nakaoka forcefully being turned into Furies. So that was nice. GG's, right? Good shit. Good shit for sure. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning into this stream. As always, appreciate, you know, chatting with you guys, hanging out. If you're just watching, I'm always glad to be entertainment. So... excuse me. What is next, actually? Oh, Fallout New Vegas is next, so look forward to that later today. But yeah, I take my leave. Mata nene, my dudes. Hope you guys have a lovely rest of your night or day, wherever you may be. And I'll catch you guys later. Take care, stay safe out there, and peace out.